You're sanely, sanely. You're still here? Are you not tired? You okay?
Yes.
You're gonna have a break soon, right? So I just came and have a look at you before you go. You guys have a break now, eh? You may take from 1 o'clock, right?
No.
2? Somebody say 1, that's cheating. 2 until 4, oh, that's 2 hours.
No, we have 2 till 5.
Huh?
2 until 5.
2 to 5?
Yes.
Okay. So 2 hours already? All right. Huh?
We go 45 minutes.
45 more minutes. Cool. I was going to meditate with you for a while, but then you're clapping and open eyes. Mans, why are you always clapping like I'm a movie star or something? Huh? Okay, let you know I'm here. That's it. See you later.
Thank you.
I go do some work, okay? Wow, bananas! Oh, I like bananas. Yeah. The rest are yours. See you soon. If I'm not here, nobody comes here, right? Then you have more room, right? Each one can have a bed in here even. No? So it's all my fault, isn't it? Huh? So come here in the front here, honey. Front. Here, come. Front. The ladies go to the front. Here. Yeah. Never mind. Let them sit anywhere. The banana can go up here. It's not that elegant, but it's all right. So we can have more room. Okay, there you are. More blessings. Everybody looks at it and bless it. Yeah, more here. Just sit here. Sit right here. Yeah. Don't worry about the flowers. Push the flowers. Push this backward. Push it back. This. Anybody who has a lot of time who can drive me around? You? Oh, you know around this area? No.
Yeah.
GPS you can, right?
Yeah.
No, we don't even have GPS. Anybody have a car with GPS? I have, but they're not here. Oh, we can borrow GPS. Okay. You have a lot of time?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's good. I live in one.
I will pay for the petrol.
It's an old car.
I always do. Okay. Oh well, that's fine. Just you? Anyone else? No choice?
The brother.
Which brother?
Who works with me?
Okay, let me have some options. Now I'm spoiled with choice. Competition. We can have like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know. Name, address, age, occupation. How long have you been meditating? How many times a day? How many hours? Okay. Okay. Anyone else?
On free Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Friday and Sunday.
Thursday, Friday.
Thursday and Friday. Oh, it's all right, love. You need a rest. You need rest. You're only free 2 days and you need a rest. Yes?
Wednesday, Thursday,
That's a little bit better than you. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I noted you in case. Thursday and Friday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, wow. You didn't say that?
4 days
Oh, yes.
off.
Sad and Sun. And Thursday, Sunday. Oh, okay. Wow, a lot of choices. Your husband has a good job?
He's a good driver. He'll take us around. He's free.
What do you mean he's free?
Only works 2 days a week.
Where is he?
Well, it's not initiated.
Oh, don't forget him. But all these people would kill him. You know. But thank you. Tell him I thank him.
I could drive.
Yeah, okay. Good. Who else? Who was it? So many hands. No, really, you must have time, huh? Not like you quit your job and now I'm free. I know some of you do that. Yes? Okay.
I can do Wednesdays. It's not much, but I can do that.
Not too much, but thanks. Wednesday, we have already 2 people here. All right. Yeah, you also?
I've got no car though, Master.
Oh, well, it's an option. I have cars. Sometimes I need more drivers than cars. Yes, love?
You mean just this local area or have to go far away?
Around here and yeah, in the vicinity, you know, like
Nearby.
New Heaven, Old Heaven. No, with the GPS you can go anywhere really. Just buy a small GPS and it will tell you go turn left, turn right, 200 meters, stop. There you are. Or a map, you know, with a mouth. Yeah, ask. I'm lost. Yeah, you can always pull over and ask the police, you know. All right, good. My God. Okay, but you have to tell me. Okay, what are you doing? Why do you have so much time?
I'm housewife. We help my husband with paperwork, freelance.
Good, good. Your husband is initiated?
He's not, but he's very supportive in what I'm doing.
Okay, cool. Supportive husband. Okay, information coming. Okay, supportive husband, okay, good. And not initiated. I say no. That means supportive but not initiated. Okay, the next one. And what does your husband do, may I ask? If not, you can say no.
He's he's a consultant for risk financing.
Okay, you okay with finances? Okay?
Yeah.
Because I only pay petrol, I don't pay for insurance and food, you know, car breakdown or ambulance, nothing like that. Kidding. Okay. Actually, I have many cars, it's just they're not here. I can bring them here, but they're not English cars, like driving on the other side, you know. Well, I have also 2 English cars. Well, not as good. Smaller, you know, not as posh. The other one's a Mercedes, it's finer, bigger, and more safe. But it's okay. That can be done. Okay. I don't like driving too much. I get nervous. Because I don't like being pushed around on the highway, you know. Sometimes they drive so next to you like this. And he knows the rule, he shouldn't do that. But some people do that. Even some of my drivers, they do that. I always have to scold them. You must leave a distance. In case of emergency, you have enough time to stop. Without jeopardizing everyone else on the highway. You know, on the highways, you don't have time, huh? Must always leave a distance. Even if you're in a hurry, a few seconds don't help anybody. A few seconds, more or less, you know, won't take you anywhere. Yeah? And the English say better late alive than dead on time, huh? Mostly you always, oh, she's dead on time, you know. She's, dead punctual. But we don't want to be dead on time. Okay, late alive, yeah? So are you the dead on time or the late alive?
I don't know which one.
Late alive or dead on time? Late alive is good. Okay, okay. But sometimes if it's needed to drive fast, you can, huh? All of you, are you good at that? I mean, you can drive fast without getting nervous. Fast but safe, you know. Not like sticking behind somebody else, but just when it's free, you can drive fast and yeah. Okay, you too. You have good experience. How many years? How many years driving? Kids?
No, I don't.
Okay, then it's more free. How many years? Kind of.
More than 11 years.
Okay, good. And drive a lot or just?
Just only local areas.
Okay, highway?
Highways.
Okay.
I'm not very good at no sense of directions. Don't go far.
Okay, I understand. Okay. Good. No sense of direction. Just what I need. 11 years driving around in the I know, like a Crawley Square, huh? Okay, good. See? Keep asking. You okay?
Yeah.
You have a sense of direction or not?
Yeah.
Cool.
I
Okay.
can find myself somewhere if I've been there like 2 or 3 years beforehand. Yeah. Pretty good.
Like if you go to a strange place, you'll be able to figure out quickly.
2 years later, yeah.
2 years later.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm not very good at much else, but that
Why have to wait 2 years later?
because I used to travel around the country a lot, and
Why have to wait 2 years to figure out?
no, because sometimes I'll go back to the place like 1, 2, 3 years later, and the person with me said, "How do you know?"
And you still remember, right? Oh, I thought you waited 2 years to recognize. Okay, cool. So you have a good sense of orientation. How about you? How many years driving and?
25 roundabout.
Okay, 25 in the roundabout. Good sense of direction.
It's okay. I find my way around.
Okay. It just some people just have a talent of driving, or maybe practice also makes a good driver. Yeah, of course. Yeah, but some people are just natural. Yeah.
It's not great. I've got to say, it's not great.
Okay,
I've always
good
managed
enough.
to get.
Okay, we can try, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we try which one. We'll see. You good?
Yes,
How long have you been driving?
30 years.
Whoa. You are free, really?
Yes,
How?
supportive partner.
Oh, yeah?
Yes,
You are like him? Just,
yeah,
but the other way around.
exactly, Master.
What?
She's here.
Where is she? She's not driving well?
No, she drives, but she's passed her test. She drives
did?
very well.
Okay. What I mean is, if you are not home, what is she gonna do?
She's okay.
She can drive?
She doesn't need to.
You don't need him? Oh, What, love?
She doesn't need me at all.
she doesn't? Supportive, but doesn't need.
But I'm there anyway.
Sounds like a very good woman. Where did you get that? Huh?
Sorry, say again.
You're not working anymore, love?
Yes, I'm working.
Then how are you gonna be free?
I do.
So you work together?
Yes,
Like a company or something?
yes, Master.
Freelance? Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're not there, she take care. If she's not there, you take care.
Exactly.
Okay, and you can communicate by phone.
Sure.
Help each
Yeah.
other. Okay,
Yes,
I understand.
we do.
What kind of job may I ask first?
We're in. She runs hairdressing, beauty, leisure.
Oh, you are a hairdresser?
Yeah, she is.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, I need you.
And
My hair color is showing.
I do the administrative side and the maintenance.
I understand. So, but you have other hairdresser with you, or you alone?
No, we've got a salon.
Are you at salon? Okay, that's
In,
good. And you're okay without him? Huh? I mean, I won't take him for the whole day.
I'm not a hairdresser, Master.
I
so-
understand. No, no, I just need some color. I can do it myself. Or maybe if you have time, you help me.
She's very good.
Yeah,
she's very
I can do it myself mostly, I guess. I'm just lazy to go to a salon, make an appointment and all that. And if I travel around, sometimes it's so difficult. So mostly I do it myself. It's quicker, yeah? Save money. What, love?
I'll come and help you.
Yeah, okay. I just want to ask you a few things, or maybe you come and do it for me. Or I go to your shop, whatever. We'll see. Your shop is nearby here, love, or in London?
No, it's in London.
In London, of course. Never mind, then maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. If I cannot buy the color, then you just buy it for me, that's all. But sometimes I can't do it myself. It depends on what, It's just the color is easy.
Master, we can send someone out to you
Yeah?
to do it for you. Sure.
All right. But you need your equipment, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'll tell you what later, okay? And see if you can or not. If not, just send me the color. I do it myself.
We've been in business 20 years together.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So it looks like you are also a little, how you say, independent, huh? I mean,
Yes.
free.
Yes.
Free anytime. Supportive partner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Day and night.
Thank you. Okay. Who else was there? Okay. I guess I ask again later, okay? No sense of direction is difficult because that will make two of us and then we both get lost. Because I don't drive, you see, I don't drive often and I don't have a sense of. Okay. Maybe, okay, let's check it out again. Who else is there? Anyone else? I forgot. Are you, huh? You are Wednesday, Thursday, right? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, that's a lot of choices already. Monday, Tuesday, not, huh? Okay. What are you doing?
Postwoman.
Housewife.
Postwoman.
A postwoman. And how do you have time then?
I'm moving house and I've got 2 weeks off. I'm moving on Wednesday.
Okay, 2 weeks. No. Okay, maybe fine. 2 weeks off only, right? 2 weeks off, but you have to move your house.
On Wednesday, yes. So, and me and my sister's got time.
Assist.
You read the map and I do the driving.
Uh-huh. Have two drivers. Wow. We got somewhere. We will get to somewhere. An extra bonus is a sister. So what is the sister doing?
Ticket desk agent.
Ticket agent?
Yeah.
Like-
I work at Gatwick Airport.
Airplane?
Yes.
Ah, wow, that's another bonus. Ticket agent. My God. Don't we know a lot of people? So you have 2 weeks off. And she also has this week off.
Yes.
Ah, just these 2 weeks. Okay, but if everybody else is dead, then I call you too. Otherwise, do you need any help in moving house?
No.
I have many drivers here. Convenient. No?
Yeah,
You
we're
don't-
fine, Master.
You okay?
Yeah, really.
Okay. So the big house you move into around here?
Small house.
Near here?
Yes.
Oh, why are you moving? Where from?
Bigger house to a smaller house.
Oh, why is that? More convenient?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Easier to clean. Huh? Not much to pay. Yeah. More time to meditate, more money in the pocket. Yeah. Good idea. Okay. What do you do? How much time do you have? You can talk loud, don't need Michael.
Yes,
What?
Master. I work for myself, so
What kind? May I ask?
I'm project manager for
What is that?
project management,
Project management?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
and I have time for you anytime, Master. I just say it, and I'll be there. For
Understand. Are you very successful? Are you okay?
you. Thank your
Yeah?
blessing. Yes,
Uh-huh,
I'm very okay.
How about your family? Are they going to object to anything if you run around with me all day? Huh? Your family okay?
They're fine. Yes, my wife and my 2 children. They're wonderful. Yes,
They-
I'm sure they'll
Initiated or no? No.
Not initiated. No,
But they're supportive.
they're supportive.
Okay,
Yes.
supportive and no. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm glad for you. At least if they're not initiated, at least they're supportive. And that's a wonderful blessing for them. You know, you have harmony. So it's easier for you to breathe in the house. Because if one of the two partners is not coordinate, oh, that's terrible. It feels suffocating, right? And you feel so powerless sometimes, huh? Don't know what to do and don't want to do anything. You feel hopeless and oh, this is terrible. So I don't wish any of that for you. I wish all of you have a good partner at least. Don't need to initiate, but a good partner, you know, because they can make hell, right? So one of the brothers, you know, I told him to go home anyway. Because I don't want him to suffer anymore. Anytime he comes to see me, his wife throws his things out and threatens to divorce. I say, okay, then give her the divorce. So easy. But I don't know, you know, it depends on his karma, if he likes her more or not, you know. Some people like suffering, you know. They call it masochist. Yeah. But if you have the same problem month after month, year after year, then I get bored, you know what I mean? You do what you want, man. You don't need to see me, but don't bring the garbage here and throw it on me anytime you see me. Especially at Christmas and New Year, I don't need this kind of present. You know, when everybody else is happy, you should be happy with them or forget your problem or just don't come. You always hear the same problem, you know, you feel like, what kind of man is that? Is that a noodle? You know, or like half-baked bread was so soft and don't know what to do. What? Looks so big and, you know, mature. Do something, yeah? Or just stay away from us and don't bring the problem here, right? It's a very small problem. I told you already, if a car bothers me, I sell the car. If a husband bothers me, I sell the husband. I mean, it doesn't have to be immediate, but we can make a plan. Husband project. Write out what's the you know, advantage and disadvantage of staying with him, you know, or her. And how much does she want you, you know? I mean, it's not so much about you want her or him, but also he or she wants you how much, you know? You have to balance. Otherwise, life is hell, you know? And you lose energy to do anything else. Waste time, waste energy, and oh, it's really painful. And I don't know what is more painful, to go away or to stay in that hell. Some people love hell. What can we do? I told you already. Huh? So I said, okay. Take your hell with you. We're here to be happy, right? It's a new year and I sit there with a face so long like a horse. The horse in that farm, face not that long. I mean, if I want to see a horse, I go to that farm, right? If I sit here looking at a horse. All right. I know it's not easy, huh? It's difficult. Emotional things are difficult, especially when it's like karma, you know? I told you already, you can recognize enemies or friends. It's very easy. One thing is, you guys also, okay? If you love me very much, then you know that we have been together before as friends or disciples or relatives, you know, a good relationship. And if you really don't like me that much, then you know you have been my enemy before. Nothing personal. Sometimes you are my enemy, but you don't even know that. Because you're born this life to love me. You have to. To redeem yourself. Yeah? Not that I force you, but you just force yourself. That's what you're born for. You know, you want to come back to love me. So just bear with it. Yeah? If your life is, you know, if your path is not so smooth, or if sometimes I scold you, or if, you know, things, you know, many things you want to love me, but it's difficult and all that, then you should know it was a karmic relationship before, and you vow to come back this time just to love me, so that you can erase your past wrongdoing. Understand? Not that I care. I wish that you don't have to come back here. The enemies, you know. But some amongst you are my enemies. I'm sorry to say that. I don't want to tell you who is who, you know. I just know who is who. So all of you can change, yeah? Any enemies, friends, all can change. Some of you are friends before, yeah, so we're good, yeah? Some have been even lovers, yeah? Some had even been relatives. Some had been best friends, or good friends, or bad friends, or enemies. Been disciples before, you know, good disciples, bad disciples, all kind of people came back this lifetime to redeem yourself or to improve your spiritual practice, yeah? So that some of you don't have to go back to hell again, etc., etc. It's all for you, whatever it is, all right? Yes. So if it's a good relationship together with us, then that means you've been before with me and it's been good, and now you are more improving, yeah? Because this lifetime, you've improved faster, yeah? Many other lifetimes, maybe you practice harder, but you didn't reap such a benefit like in this life, because it's the end of the bad century. I told you it's golden age. You see? So everybody, even the bad ones get up, you know, everybody gets up, you know, have a lot of extra push, extra pull, extra help. So it's quicker. And you meditate this lifetime one day, it's more than you meditate another lifetime, maybe 100 days, or even many 100 days. Understand me? Yeah. So many of you came here, rush, yeah? And last minute chance, yeah? So we all have a chance, okay? If you feel you're very good with me, just because we've had before a good energy together, you know, a good relationship. And if some are not good, and it's difficult for you to know, difficult for everybody to know who is who. Because sometimes it doesn't look like an enemy, you know. He comes back, he's a good disciple. You know, he talks well. But that doesn't mean he was good before, you know what I mean? Just because he has eloquence, maybe, because he's almost next to the second level, which has the eloquence gift. And that's that. And then everybody thinks, oh, that guy is good and supportive, but it's not always. You know, if you realize well, you listen well, there's always some point in that. There's something that is not positive at all. Or even worse than negative. But of course, very difficult for you to realize all that. And I am not saying who is who. Okay? It's only for me to deal with everybody. So you guys just keep quiet. Don't think, don't criticize, and don't worry about anybody else's business. You understand me? Otherwise, I have to call names out and analyze it to you, and I don't want that. Number one is bad for that person. Number two is negative for you. And then you look at that person again and you say, oh, he's been master's enemy. We better stay away from him. You know what I mean? I don't want to take that chance away from him or her, okay? So I just correct everyone accordingly. So you guys keep quiet in the mind. Even if I correct you, you keep quiet as well. Accept it, okay? Be humble and then you will progress faster. I don't want to scold any of you. I don't need to. I could just keep quiet as well, but then you don't move anywhere. You stay there like a block of wood, no good, no bad. Just stay there. It's not the purpose of you coming here. So I'm not here to be nice, yeah? So that you praise me. Oh, she's so sweet, Master. The sweetest on earth. It's not my problem, okay? It's not my purpose to be the sweetest person for you or for anybody, yeah? My purpose is to make you a greater person at any sacrifice, yeah? Including mine, yeah? So every time I scold somebody, it's not good for me. Everybody knows that, yeah? Even you, if you scold somebody, you don't feel good. You know that. The karma, understand? So keep quiet in here, okay? Control your mind, yeah? Otherwise, even if I scold you, correct you, and then you keep criticizing me, then it's nullified already. It wastes both of our time. Understand that? I don't care if you think I'm bad or good. It's not good for you, yeah? You're here to improve, and I have to fire you, polish some of you. And that's how the wood becomes beautiful, okay? And useful. Anyway, just by the way, nothing personal, okay? Not all of you are angels. Or do you think you are? Right hands? Angels? Some of you are. Some of you have been with me before and with good disciples. Came back again to be higher. Yeah, it's cool. I'm thirsty. Anyone thirsty? You want some drinks? Anybody want a drink? You have drinks like yesterday?
There's some in the fridge at there's some left.
Enough? For everyone? No?
Yeah,
Just pass anything like water or small drink. Doesn't have to be the same.
there's juice. And juice. It's in the fridge at the back. The fridge at the back.
Okay, never mind. Don't worry, later. If you guys very thirsty, just quietly go out and drink. Because not all of them are thirsty. Maybe we'll drink later. So you just want to sit here all night again. But a lot of people went out already and still a lot here. More than half have gone out, right? They had to, right? Yeah. Otherwise they would sit here until tomorrow. What about food? There's a lot of food upstairs still. Are you hungry? Eating again?
Yeah, they just been up slightly.
When?
Just while you were upstairs,
Yeah? I didn't hear a thing.
like little mice.
Hmm?
Like little mice.
Sneaking, huh?
That's enough food for another day, 2 days.
Yeah? Yeah? And you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Very nice.
What? Fantastic. Miracle diet. My God. Really? Like what? There are all kinds of stories. Crunchy broccoli soup. Parsley dressing. Oh, this is not Chinese, is it? Thai tea dressing. Oh my God. You spend all day worrying about this? Wow. Is it good? Any of you read this? No? Yes? Is it good?
Yeah, it is good.
And you cooking according to this?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah?
we're not here.
Why not? If it's good, then introduce. Huh?
It is good, yeah.
Chunky veggie soup. Only when I come here and I eat something with you. Otherwise, I just eat from restaurant or hotel. It's not much. They don't cook that good. Some vegetarian shop, they look so good and the menu sounds very nice, but they don't even cook the rice right. It's so hard. They don't cook it right. In Vietnam, if you cook the rice like that, you never get married. That's what all the mothers say to their daughters, You cook rice like that, you never get a husband. So if you eat according to this, then you get healthy? Is that true?
Well, it's based on your pH.
pH balance.
Yeah, the food majority of our food is acidic.
Uh-huh.
To this doctor, he says that cancer, diabetes, AIDS, is basically your blood cells having too much acid.
Too much salt or
Too much acid in
But
your
how
body
do you put the acid into your blood?
through the food that we eat.
What kind?
Orange juice, apples.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Certain fruits and foods. Yeah.
Wow. Your favorite. You stocked up the whole basket here. Orange and apples. What?
Dairy products are very acidic.
Yeah.
And dairy products.
Okay, so we don't have meat at least. And we don't eat dairy products. Wow, then it's about time to go vegan then. Huh? Cool? I don't know. I just feel like I'm aging so fast recently. I guess too much stress. I'm homeless, that's why. No, I have a house, just don't have a home. I've just been through too much stress recently. I don't feel very energetic. Maybe I need a miracle, eh? Just came on time. Now, like this, I can read every day in the hotel and think what life could be if I if I cook all this. You know, I can't cook in the hotel. Oh, baby, you wanna meditate, huh? But all this is good for you, no? Huh? If even tofu, pate, and all that. Do you really cook according to this? Not
Just get an idea.
an idea at least, to avoid what you can, right? Uh-huh. Pumpkin pie. Wow. Mm. And all of you here are the free people, right? Who don't have to work tomorrow. Is that what it is? Huh? What? Go in the morning? Oh, okay. If you live not too far, then it's fine, huh? 1 hour, 2 hours? 2 hours?
One.
1 hour? Then it's not too bad. But you sit all night like this, you feel okay?
Yeah.
Used to it now.
Yes? Huh?
You get used to it.
Okay. You can't lie down anymore? Really? You get backache when you lay down? Are you kidding? Some people complain that if they sit too long, they have a backache, and this girl, she complains. If she lies down, she gets backache. Wow, nobody will understand you out there, huh? If you talk like that to somebody else out there, they will think you crazy. You sit all night, huh? But you do have exercise, right? Go into the bathroom and come back. Pick some food. Yeah? How many times of rest per day? 3, 4 times? Here, a break.
Yeah, 3 morning,
Yeah?
4 times.
Yeah, you're just like my dog people. They can sit all day in the house. You know? If we don't take them out, they just sit there. And if we take them out, they just run a little bit and come back, sit next to the door waiting. Wagging tails, you know? I said, what kind of dog people are you? Yeah? What for? I buy big gardens and so that you can have a chance to run around. They don't run around. And get used to it or something. We have to push them, play ball, or chase shadow, or whatever, you know? And then get tired, get tired, but they also don't move. And just run a little bit and then lie down on the grass. In the garden, in the big garden, waiting to get inside. You know, it's so funny, and it's not because they use it either. You know, like the one dog, the Hungarian dog person. Remember, they left him outside in the cold, and then later I took him with me for a while. You know, a few months, and let him be in the house. And he loves it so much. Every time he went out, he just quickly lifted his leg and came back in. That was the first few months, you know, like that. He just didn't want to go out there. It's like it's a rare opportunity to go in the house. Why risk it? So he just goes quick, and runs back to the door and sits there. Everybody else is still running. He doesn't. Oh, man. It's just sometimes you feel so bad about the situation. Some people say they love animal people. And maybe some of you think that's also love because that dog person was chained before, you know, day and night. And once they went there, bought the farm. and they free them. They thought that was already fantastic, freedom, and have a little roof on top. My God, that's not it, is it? Yeah, I'm designing some dog people houses with the sunroof, with the sun, because most of the dog people houses, they still need some touch up, Yeah, most dog people houses are like this, you know that, right?
Yeah.
And have a back here, and the front is all empty. And sometimes it's too small. When it's windy, the rain will blow in or the snow comes inside. I guess better than nothing, but when the wind, the freezing wind blows through, it's terrible. So I make like more terraces with unbreakable glass, like plastic. But, good plastic. So when it's raining, he still can sit out there and look in the rain. At night, he sleeps here, the rain doesn't come in. He has ventilation in summer, closed in winter. And the door is not directly in front, but on the side. Yeah, and can flap. Something like that, okay? But still, technically, they're still improving a little bit, because sometimes it's without ventilation. I don't like it. Some dog people houses have 2 stories, one upstairs, one downstairs. A condo. But all have a terrace, at least, so that the rain cannot go to where they stay. Inside here, dark, Outside here is like a sun terrace, yeah? So if it's raining, they still can stay in here and look out. Even strong rain doesn't fall right into where they're lying. They can have choice. Outside is a wood deck, wood. So if it's too hot in their bed, dog person bed, they can go out and crawl on the wood for a while, on the wood floor in the terrace without having to go into the rain or the snow or the wet grass at night. Because according to my dog people, I know, they have their beds and they feel warm, comfortable in there. But sometimes in the night, they feel too hot. The heat builds up, with the bed. So they go out and like on the naked floor, and sometimes with carpet. There's some sections with carpet, some without, so they can have choice. It depends on how hot they feel. They go there or go here. And then they go back to the bed again. Just like us, sometimes when we feel hot, we kick the blanket off. And if you have to put your dog person outside, then you must have this kind of house. Yeah. So that the rain doesn't come in. Because the way they treat dog people breaks my heart all the time. Because I also saw many dog people, 2 or 3 of them, also kept chain all day, all night, and next to them is a heap of poo because they never pick it up. Terrible like that. They live every day like that and fed them 2-3 times a week, and the rest just give them a loaf of bread, dry and hard or something like that. They live or die. I don't know how they live. I don't know how they survive. And sometimes get cut, Recently, I just rescued a dog person. We just took him and gave money to the owner and took him so we could treat the wound, it's cut deep. 2-3 weeks, still not healed properly. We went to the doctor and all that, of course. Now it's going to be better, of course. Huh? The wound is getting smaller and drier, but of course it still needs to heal. Like, can you imagine? It's just a freezing, It's not even England. It's colder inland and much colder. Like at least 10 degrees, 5 degrees at night, And if winter is coming, about minus 20, 30 possible. And the dog person would chain like that, all day, all night. Can you imagine yourself? You have to put yourself in the other person's position in order to understand other people. Otherwise, you never will. And he's so sweet and gentle. He never knew me before, but when I first went there, he came next to me and nudged around, Oh, so nice. So I promised him I would do something. And then I sent somebody to talk to the owner to free him a little bit, but no, they don't do it because they're afraid the dog people will run away. Terrible. Why don't they just fence in a little bit, and give them in the house? Could do that so easy, but no, they're not even there. They just leave the dog people there, exposed to all elements, all day, all night. Just so that they can bark a little bit so other people don't come near the house. Can you imagine? It's just a silly idea. And they think they're very kind already, feed the dog people 3-4 times or 2-3 times a week. I don't know. Sometimes I go many days repeatedly, but I didn't see any food. And when I fed them, oh, they love it. They ate so quickly, so much. A vegetarian sausage, you know, love it so much. Even before I fed him, he already came and, you know, kissed me and all that. Oh, God, such a sweet dog. I don't know how people, any human has the heart to treat a dog person like that. How can you not imagine that the dog person would have feelings? Just because they are animal people, it doesn't mean they don't have any feelings or they don't feel any difference. If you treat them nicely or more warmly, they feel the difference. I don't know how people, any human has the heart to treat a dog person like that. How can you not imagine that the dog person would have feelings? Just because they are animal people, it doesn't mean they don't have any feelings or they don't feel any difference. If you treat them nicely or more warmly, they feel the difference. And now they love it inside the house, you know. Get on with other dog people. Very nice. And when we came back, it was too late. One dog person died, so only two left. Yeah. But at least better than nothing, yeah. So we didn't waste any more time. Because I told somebody to do it after I left, but he didn't do it. Well, you know. So later I asked about what happened, and then he told me just like that. Nothing happened. So I said, okay, we take him. Even I'm far away, and when I think of that dog person, I feel, you know, almost heartbroken as well. Anytime. Anything in this world is like that. It hurts me a lot. I can watch TV, I can't watch, because right now, like bird flu, they took thousands of chicken or duck people. They just took them by the neck and threw them in the bag and closed the bag and threw them in the garbage. Can you imagine if it's you? Imagine it's you. They just bury them alive. Do you understand me? Just like that. Or throw them in the fire and burn them alive. Imagine it's you. What all the world could have done is just be vegan. And don't breed a lot of chicken people and let them be them, and then they wouldn't bother anyone. Oh, God, I cannot watch all this. Do you understand me? It just hurts me and I can't sleep. Anything in this world, I look around, it just hurts me all the time. Even when I was younger, remember I made a poem. I don't know what to do with my heart because of that. When I was even younger, before big enlightenment or anything, before the Himalayas. These poems were before the Himalayas. Yeah, I really couldn't bear it. That's why when I was married, I couldn't enjoy it, you know. If I watch TV, I feel sad for many days, many weeks. And I work in the Red Cross and nothing happy, you know. And when I was young, I witnessed people dying and suffering and war and all that, you know. Just nothing really good in this world, you know. And anything can hurt me so easily. And sometimes even children, you know, healthy, good children, you know, they push them around in the pram without covering in the front. And the cold air can, of course, they're warmly dressed, but the cold air can hit their face, yeah? And the debris from the street and anywhere. And because you're tall, you're walking up here, and the baby would be down there, you know? And I also feel hurt for that baby. Because they are delicate, and something can blow into their eyes, or they breathe something in their nose, and the cold air, you know, things like that. People are very inconsiderate. Humans are very inconsiderate. And sometimes dog people, you know, they put them on the truck behind without any gripping, and they just run it in front under the hot June sun, you know, in some very hot weather kind of country. And the dog is just, like sleeping here and there, and it might hurt their legs from the heat from the sun, and we could not even bear it. I don't know how a lot of people do a lot of things. I don't know how humans have no feelings. So the thing is, whatever you do, consider the other party. Then it's easy to understand and to feel it, yeah? And even among our disciples, I was very surprised to see the dog people in Hungary stay outside like that. Okay, the other two dog people have more thick hair because they never cut their hair. Fine, maybe it's good. But the big dog is so thin hair, you know. My God, I don't know how he lived all these years. Of course, then he had pain and all that, you know, and then we had to treat him. He's okay now. Okay now. And sleep in the house every day. At least at night, you know. Maybe they're used to it, but why? Why do they have to be used to that? Would you like to be used to hardship? Huh? It's so easy to give them a room, you know, a nicer room. When just a wind blows and rain falls like that kind of small house. Yeah, it's too small. And the big boy didn't have anything. Just a roof on top with the, you know, not cover the whole thing, you know, just a roof like that. And the wind was blowing both sides, you know, it's horrible. How can people not understand that? So, don't ask me how enlightened you are and what level of saint you are. Just watch yourself. Yeah? Watch yourself, how you react with other people. And how you treat other people, how you treat animal people, you know, the less fortunate. Then you know what level you are. Don't need to ask me, okay? If you are enlightened, you must be more intelligent, yeah? So the more intelligent human beings can see everything. Better than before, no? When your eyes are open, you see better, no? So just watch yourself, yeah? Don't bother asking me, when are you reaching the 5th level, be a master, all that. What for? Huh? What for if you treat a dog person like that? What for you go to the 5th level? Who would want you there? Huh? Who would want a saint who treats a dog person like that? And someone even proud telling me, oh, they love us because we free them. Free them to do what? Huh? Same condition. And every 2-3 days fed them with a freezing food, you know, put in a cold like that. Frozen food. Of course the dog people ate it, but I don't know how, you know. They put a big bucket like this and then they ate a little bit every day, but some of it was frozen, you know, because it was too cold. You remember February, yeah? Hungary, like 25 degrees minus, yeah? And that's how they eat, you know. Put a big bucket to last for many days. But that's already very humane. I have to tell you, better than the other dog people who've been chained in such a weather with no choice, yeah? Of course, it's better already, I have to say. Better than before they came. And then the dog people were chained, you know, day and night. Fine, but it's not just to get better. You have to do the best, right? If you can. There's no use of rescue in something and then just put him into another different kind of hardship and neglect, you know? Is it? Huh? Oh, talking about these things, it makes me feel painful again, you know? Many times I see I cannot rescue all the dog people in the world, huh? But if you see something like that, okay? Something that is not right, yeah, try to correct it. Don't just ignore it, okay? Just because of inconvenience. Understand? Yeah. And if you have to give the dog person to the pound, do give them some money with it. You know? If you can't take care, then okay, here's some money, so take care of the dog people until they get a better home. Like this, the dog person at least gets better treatment, maybe. And there was one dog person, he even chased bird people. So we have to give it to the center, there's no kill, and to give it to someone else to take care. Because he kills, you know, he's born to, he's trained to be hunter or something. He's a nice dog, he just likes to chase other things, you know, other living things. So we had to tell the center, if you want to give this dog person away, no bird, no chicken, no other, you know, smaller animal people. Maybe it's not good. So you have to find a house like that. You have to tell people, okay, where you found it. Maybe you think what kind of character he has. Otherwise, they will find out themselves also, yeah? But sometimes they make mistakes, yeah? If you know it, then you tell. If the reason you give the dog person is because of this, because of that, you have to tell the center, yeah? We have to give it to the no-kill center, because some centers they kill when it's too overpopulated or when nobody adopt for a long time. And then I give lots of money. Yeah, I told the center, treat this dog well. Okay, find a really good home. And after they say they found a good home, I went and checked. A really good home? Yeah, it was a good home. I have a company of a dog, brush teeth even. Yeah. In such a country like Hungary, they don't treat dog people like that. But this, they have brush teeth every day. Just like the way I treat my dog people. Yeah. Why, if you have dog people, if you can't brush every day, then once every 2-3 days is better than nothing. I give them things to chew. Yeah. To strengthen their teeth and clean their teeth. They have things to chew for teeth. Yeah. Also good. Also, I said, okay. Then I give more donations. But at first they didn't want to let us see it, you know. I wasn't there anymore, of course. But because they gave the dog person when I was gone, yeah? I call back, you know, and check all that and make them go and see the dog person to see if it's a good home. They say, no, they don't let us see it, they don't want to. I said, well, if they want some more donations, they will. So I told them I will give more money if they let me know that the dog people are in good condition, good house. They, okay. Took us over there. Brush teeth and all. But good house, good yard, and you know. Well, not really, it's an apartment, but they take them out often, and there's always one person at home. That's what they said. Okay, cool. Get some more donations. Yeah, really. If you can't take care of a dog person for any reason, because he couldn't get on well with other dog, or they chase your pet bird, or chase your cat people and make trouble, then for any reason like that, you have to give away. If you can't give away to our disciples, then give away to a good center, understand? The one that's non-killing center, and give donation so that they take care. And make sure that they really give him to a good home later on. Yeah, a good home doesn't need to be a big home. Just a big heart. That's it. Sometimes a big home is not important, because like that farm, they chain all the 3 dog people in a big farm just to take care of the house, the empty house. And some people do like that. So you have to see who's good, you know. You have to tell them that it must be a good home. Yeah, a good loving home. Because dog people don't care about the big yard, really. I thought they needed it. Everywhere I go, I try to get a big yard for my dog people. If I rent a house or borrow a house or buy a house, must have a big yard. Must. Cost me lots of money and time to look. But now I realize they don't even care. Wherever I am, that's where they're happy. They go out, leave their leg quick 2 seconds, go back in the door, wag in tail. Let me in. I'm done. All of them. All of the 5 or whatever, 9 or whatever, when they get used to it. We have so many dog people. I could open a dog center. Could start getting donations. Instead of giving donations, I said, look here, I'm also a dog center. My God. It's not that I want to, you know, go out busy and take care of dog people, because it's not really our job, yeah? But if I see it already, I cannot ignore, you know? They're not even in the center. They have a home, but it's a hell of a home. And when I met him, it was summer and it was still okay. And I told some person to go and take care of it, you know, buy them for me or do something. But he didn't do it. So now it's winter coming. I suddenly remember the dog people. Have you done anything? No, because I'll go do it, for God's sake. And obviously one dog died. Couldn't bear it. It's been too cold. So I had to act quick. Yeah. And then, okay. It's not like I'm a busybody who goes and tries to rescue the world, but what I have seen, I have to do it. You know, if I don't see it, of course, I don't want to know, and I don't know. But what I know, I can't ignore. You know, as I know, that I'm very busy, and I couldn't really afford any pets. Because they tie you down, you know, and you have to worry about them, responsibility, you know. Even you guys, you have 2 legs, you run around, you drive and everything, and I still feel responsible. Not to talk about these dependent beings, you know, and they're so sweet and so loyal. They're already used to a home, they can't survive outside. either dogs or bird people. If they're with you already, they're used to it. And they don't know how to chase things, except one of my dog people. She chased bugs. Because before she was a huntress, before she came to my house. I don't know how many she kills. And I asked her, why do you eat those, lizards? You shouldn't eat it. I only eat the dead ones. I said, of course, if you swallow her, she's dead. One time I saw the tail coming out. I said, spit it out right now. She was reluctant, but she spit it out, and he ran away. That's when she first came to my house. That's happy. That's how she's so fat. Everybody thinks I feed her too much, but she feeds herself outside. Anything that moves. So she gets stung, bitten, or because she chases all these bugs and chases the bees. Her nose is swollen, eyes swollen, ear is beaten up, but still chasing. Promise, but doesn't do it. Many times I punish her, You eat meat, you can't sleep on my bed. And then outside, go somewhere else. And then she cries all night. I can't sleep. So I have to let her in. She promises I won't do it again. Never chase bugs again. She still does it. She tells me they're all dead. I only eat dead bugs. I tell lie as well. I caught her once with a live lizard. She said, I only eat dead ones. First she said, sorry, it's a habit. She couldn't help it. And later she said, just the dead ones. And that time I caught her with the tail wagging stick, the tail from her mouth. A lizard, that small gecko? Gecko or something. I said, spit it out. And then she spit it out, and that poor guy ran away, scared to death. Oh, that night, I quarantined her, of course. And she promised heaven and hell, I won't ever do it again. But I know she did. I saw her running outside and go chase it. Can you imagine a dog telling lie, yeah? Lying to me. She never learns a lesson. She never learns a lesson. Gets bitten by bees because she be chasing. Stung, with all kinds of wasps and bugs. Still doesn't learn. Still go chase. She doesn't know the difference. Just habit. Because when I adopted her, she was already 3 or 4. Already into this jungle business. Long before. I don't know. But she loves humans. She loves kids. She loves old people especially. Whenever she sees an old man or an old woman, she loves. She tries to come near them, Or if she can't, from inside the house, from the window, she waves. Hello. Oh, man, so friendly. Anybody is her friend. Anybody who comes to the house is to play with her and is to love her. And nothing else to do in the world. I bring her to the hotel. She jumps on everybody. Hello. And she's so fat and heavy. So lazy at home. But she goes to the street or the hotel, see anybody, hello. Point everybody, go, checking it. And at home, she's so lazy, Eats a lot, eats anything, anytime, and a lot, and doesn't run. That's why. So my assistant sometimes has to push, play with her and push her to run. She runs a few yards and then she lies down. We push her again. Okay, why not? And then, but if she sees people, she jumps and is so active and so loving. Just eat bugs. Just this, habit. But she is less now than before, Not because she's hungry, Even after a meal, she comes out to see some bug or some insects or some crawling creatures. I say, oh, she comes. We have to watch her. Otherwise, all the bugs in the garden be gone in one day. She'll be chasing all day. Yeah, but she won't play. She won't run for nothing. Only if there's a bugs in front of her. So in a way, it's good, Go out with the bugs and then go exercise. So sometimes I put a bug in front of a stick, a fake bug, but no fun. Oh man, this girl, she doesn't know what precept means. Because sometimes people don't feed the dog people well, and she has to get protein in a different way and then get used to it. Yeah, and some of my dog people that didn't feed well also, when I got them, they were so skinny, only bone and spare ribs, all over, and they have to eat their own excrement to survive. So they get used to it, but now don't do it after a while. They have plenty of food, so do not worry anymore. But happy she won't change yet. Now and again, still chases a bug. But then she remember, we say, and she said, and turn away, go somewhere. You can see dog people, they talk. You can see dog people's character. Sometimes it's so funny. Somebody chases her. I say, you promise? See the way she looks? Just like human. She talks with her eyes, Since she's embarrassed, you can see. Her eyes will cast down, And when she's happy, oh. Yeah, she talks with her eyes all the time. And when you talk, she understands, of course, but she talks back with her eyes. She go. Very lively, yeah? All the dog people do that, especially her eyes, the communicating, instrument. All of them have different traits, but we can talk forever. Okay. So I just mean that if you cannot take care of your dog for something, you have to make sure that he goes to a good home, okay? Because sometimes circumstances arise, you cannot, yeah? I do not blame you, but just try to, not just abandon him or just throw him anywhere or in any center, because some centers they kill. If you abandon them, they might die. Or some bad people get them and sell them to laboratories, yeah? And subject them to all kinds of suffering. Some laboratory testing use animal people. Make sure your dog or your animal people or your pets don't ever have to go under that suffering. Understand me, huh? You must promise me, okay? What?
Can I tell you a story about how cruel people can be to animals? And there was this man, he's from America, and he made the cat, living cat, as an accessory. When the cat's newly born, and he
When a cat?
Yeah, when cat's newly born, he injects some kind of medicines to make the bone softer, and he put in a jar in a hard form or in any form, and then make it as an accessory for people to buy, and then they feed the cat with the small thing to put, and the cat had to be in the jar like that alive. It's so cruel. When I read it, I was like,
and they let it, and the government doesn't do anything.
The organization PETA tried to stop the man, but he make it the website to advertise it, and there were people buy that as an accessory, and just really heartbroken.
They don't even stop his website.
The PETA tried to do that, stop him and the website. After I read it, I didn't follow what happening to that.
We'll do something, I'm sure.
Yeah, I believe so.
They will stop it.
Yeah.
They will scan the website forever and look for him.
Yeah.
No, but they won't allow it.
Yeah,
the government will interfere. Yeah,
they send around the email, and those who receive that email just sign the name. And when the email name needs come up to 500, then we send to, I believe, where they check all the websites to ban that website.
Yeah, okay. They must have done it already. I'm sure they won't let it. Oh, such sick girl. Jesus, come up with such a thing.
It's as an accessory.
Oh, I understand. As a live decor.
Yeah.
Oh, horrible. Yeah, but this is similar to how people treat you. Calves, that's how they get view. They get a young ox or baby cow, and then they deprive them of movement and light and all, and that's how they become soft to meat and all that. And people even eat that. Knowing that and eat that. Oh, I'm telling you. I told you, I don't know how I still can live in this world with all the suffering I always have to witness and bear, you know. It's not just the karma of the world, it's everything I see. They are horrible things. And many things even get the worm and things to eat the fish people. Can you imagine yourself being stuck with a hook in your throat? Huh? Alive. Can you imagine that? Or you are the worm or the thing that they stick the hook in to feed the... Many people have pets. Oh, I love pets. What do they feed the pets with? Live mice, people. Or live crickets. Or live fish, people. It depends on what kind of pet they have. And even hedgehog, people. They feed them with live worms. I didn't know that until I visited one farm in Germany. Yeah, they sell them. They breed them and they sell them. And you can buy live worms there, you know. Wiggling white worms. And feed it to the hedgehog. Believe it or not. Some people do that, you know. And in the pet shop, they sell live crickets, live mice. I thought they're for pet. Because some people keep crickets, you know. Sometimes for fun or something, I don't know. Some people have small animals, spiders, whatever. But I didn't know, and then they told me it's just for feeding, because they took out the handful and put it in the bag and give it to the guy. I said, why does he have so many pets? Crickets. I said, no, it's for feeding. Feeding some kind of, I don't know, snakes, birds, or other hamsters, or whatever. I don't know what. It depends. But they don't need all that. The animals, people, they don't need this, really. Yeah, you know nowadays already that people don't believe cats cannot eat vegetarian, but they do. They survive well. And dogs are all my dog people. You know already. So strong. And they are just vegetarian. Except Happy, you know. I mean, 1% non-vegetarian because of the bugs. But she's already getting better. She doesn't chase that much anymore. Sometimes she just chase, but she doesn't eat. I make sure she has so much food that she doesn't even want to look at bugs anymore. So sometimes people look at her, even the doctor says she has to be on diet. I say, you bet. You bet I would like it. Because they're all fat the same, but only she is fat. The other one, well built, you know, but not like her. When she walks, the whole body swing around under the chin, you know, under the stomach, swinging. Before, when I met her, she was very skinny, you know, and had cheekbone. You know, now just like a ball, hanging everywhere like a Sharpay, you know. Oh, she's very loving, and she's a sensual person. That's why she loves all this food and anything, you know. She loves anything that I eat, beer and. Of course, I don't give her beer every day, but she loves it. She, like to the last drop. And looking for more with her begging eyes, you know, liquid eyes. And then sometimes I can't bear, I have to give more. And sometimes she gets fat also because of the beer. You know people with beer belly? Oh. You can see it on dogs. Non-alcoholic beer, of course. None of other dogs like it. Just her. And the small dog person loves TV. Television. He's a TV guy. And she's a buck lady. A beer lady. Yeah. And she's so sensual. She loves to be petted and pampered all day long. And if nobody has time to pet her or not enough, she go out pet herself. You know how? She go under any bush with leaves and she goes. Yeah. She loves herself with carrots under the bush like this. Yeah. Long time. Sometimes half an hour. Really, if you don't believe, I tell somebody videotape and you look at it. Anywhere she can pet herself. If any bush hang around, Lower like this, that's it, that's her friend. She go and run her head, her nose, her face right under the bush, let the leaves caress her face. And she go back very slow, She go back and forth under the bush, very slow, very gentle. And then she turn around, go back, and turn around, go back. My God, slow motion. She enjoys it so much, so independent. Yeah, I bet that dog person can survive outside, eat bugs, pet yourself, whatever. I guess she had been neglected or something, so she had to take care of herself, so she developed all these skills. Other dogs, people don't do anything like that. Okay, she's the one to chase the bugs, and loves to pet herself. And the black Rottweiler chases shadows. We have a flashlight, which catch on the floor. That's it. You are his friend. He'll come and bring toys to exchange for playtime, Every time if I sit down, he brings some toys, and wagging his tail, give it to you, so that you give him some shadow in return. Yeah. Sometimes I don't have a flashlight all the time. When there's sun or some light, I put my hand like this, and then he chases it. He can do it all day. He's never tired. So he's strong, masculine, They're all like lazy, And the other one, the Australian Shepherd, the blue eyes. You can never pet him enough. Yeah. Time is all you need with him. And food. He eats anything at all. And they love cheese, and pizza, of course, spaghettis, all the fattening food. But we don't give them every day like that. Of course, we cook for them, And now and again, we give some dog food. But not just dry dog food like that. We still cook soup or something, or beans on toast, like beans on toast and cheese mixed with it. Otherwise, they don't eat the dry food. Sorry, we don't know what that is. If you give them dry dog food, put it there. They all hang around, lay there in front of the bowl and look at us. What do you think we are? We're going to eat that? We are dogs or something? So, they get so spoiled. So sometimes when I'm away too long, and they make me feel restless, they keep asking, like, Mom, when are you coming home? Or when are we together with you? So now, because we were talking about big yard, big house, or big home, that doesn't mean good home. Yeah? The good home is where you love your dogs, where the dog people are loved and they feel it. They don't mind what situation. They don't really mind what food. It's just my dogs are spoiled and they know that. But if we don't have any good food like that, they would eat anything. Yeah. Sometimes my assistant says, the dogs don't want to eat this, don't want to eat that. And I take it in my hand and give them, They eat it so quickly and want some more. It's the same food. It's just on the hand is different. Yeah, they feel loved. Something. These dog people. But if you happen to be poorer, and live in a small environment and have different food, they would also love it. They don't care to go next door to get better food. Never. They would stick with you. Yeah. That's why my dog people, they don't care. As long as I'm in the house, they go scratching, coming back in. If I'm outside, they stay outside forever. They don't care. They hang around, they jump around, playing with each other, happy. As soon as I walk in the house, that's it. No more. Everybody goes scratching or wagging tail at the door, waiting. So they don't care about a big yard or anything at all. Really, they don't. For what I know, they just need you. They just want your love. And they want you as a leader, of the flock. Or even one dog is a leader. You are the pack leader, and they love that. They just love to be with their leader, their love, and they feel it. They know their love. If you love them, they do anything for you, really. I love. First, before I thought I have to train dogs and all that. The first dog person, the educated one, Benny, so small. He went to school, He's the only educated one. Later, we don't want to part with him. So I adopted some more dog people. And then Benny told them anyway. But then I was not sure. Because when they first came, I was not sure how much they understood. I was new in the dog business. So I had to invite a teacher to come to my house and teach them. I still so slow. And they pretended they didn't understand anything. Just lay there. Tell him to sit, and they lie down. Tell him to walk, they just stand there. You know, tell him to sit, so simple. Don't sit. Just hanging there looking at you. Looking at the teacher. A challenge, you know. And sometimes I feel so hard and harsh on them, so I say, never mind, forget it. I don't need them to be good or drop dead or roll over, play cowboy, nothing. I don't care. I don't care. Just leave my dogs alone. Because sometimes I saw it one time. This is why I stopped. The trainer put the leash on my dog person and told him to walk. He didn't walk, so he dragged him. So then drag him. You know, the head bang on the floor. Oh, that's it. That's enough for me. That's it. I kick all the teachers out. Ow, 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 ow. No more. No more. I pay already the full cost for all the dogs. But I don't care. I say, never mind, never mind. Don't worry, my dogs are better than mine. It's okay. And then I don't care, but they learn anything. You know? I don't tell them to sit ever, but they just sit. I remember the dog person in Hungary. When I first met her, she never sat. Remember, I told her to sit. I learned Hungarian, told her to sit, and she to walk away. But after I took her with me, every time she comes to me, she sits and looks at me. Just sits by herself. And she loves me so much, she chased all the dogs away. When I first came to France for a while, you know, in a big farm. And she just loved me so much. I don't know why she changed. And I don't particularly just treat her well alone, but she suddenly turned and she just loved me so much. Every time she comes in front of me, she just sits. Because she knows that's the thing I wanted her to do in the beginning, and she didn't. And so she just sits like that. And every time if she knows she wants something or she sees me, she just sits, you know, just to show that, yes, I do it, you know, because I love you. Yeah. Don't need language. She doesn't need to talk to me. Oh, she's so lovely, so sweet, so sweet. But with other dog people, no, she's the boss. She keeps chasing Hamid, the blue eyes. He's very hyper, always wants petting, always wants to hang around. Oh, he's never quiet. If you stop your hand, he goes, you have to keep petting forever until your hand almost falls off. So, you know, that girl, you know, the Hungarian lady, she knows it. So from then on, she took it as a duty. She trained him. Oh, everywhere he goes now. She goes, you know, necking on top of him. You know, she's taller than him. And that boy is a very strong, you know, very bad boy. He's not easy to be tamed, but she's tamed him. And if he begins to get hyper, she comes, puts her head on top of his neck, and that's it. Wherever he goes, she just follows like a twin, you know. She won't let him go, ever. My God, I feel sorry for him. I couldn't even separate him. When she's on her teaching spree, that's it. Only her student matters. She doesn't train anyone in the house except that guy. Because she knows he bugs everybody too much, you know. And me, you know, all the time. Nobody can ever get close. If I sit, that's it. Only him. You know, he's spun across the whole sofa on top of my legs and hyper forever. Keep looking at my, more, please. or throwing balls, you know. Keep throwing and he brings back the ball and puts it on my lap or in my hand, so slimy, full of drools, and you have to play with it because he necks you if you don't, you know. Like I said, no, I don't want to play, and then he put his head under my arm, push it up like that, and put it on the ball, so slimy, terrible. So she knows that I don't really like it too much, so she took it on herself, you know, took a man into her hand and trained him. She trains him, the only one. She doesn't care about other dogs. She doesn't mind. Normally she doesn't care. She really trained that guy. Normally he's very aggressive. Nobody can, you know, like no other dog can. He's okay with the other dog people, but he doesn't listen, you know. But he has to now because she never relents. And if he doesn't listen, she bites his ear. She never buy anyone else. Not dog, not animal, none. Never even bother anybody. All she loves is just to sleep next to me. That's it. She doesn't care about anything else. But she buys it here, and since then he listened. My God. I say, my God, what has become of you, Hamid? You really lost everything. He's so scared of her that now if he see her coming around, even if he's next to me, he run away to a corner, and she makes sure he stays there. If she doesn't put her neck on top of his, she just stands next to him. And wherever he goes, she just, like that. Like a twin, don't let him go anywhere. Yeah, and after a while, he comes out, then she goes. And because one time, she had some problem, something that she needs to wear this thing. Even with that, the big bell on her neck, she goes and chases him and put that on top of his head. She go. Sometimes the bell, go right into his head, and she pushes him around like this. The bell, they put it around here like a bell, and then she just next to his head, and then just gets stuck in there and go away. Oh my God, oh my dogs. I don't know. I don't know if any of your dog people are like that. Yeah. But my dog people, they're so funny. And the poodle, huh? The $10,000 poodles. Many $1,000 poodle. Whenever he's on my lap, that's it, he's dead. You can't even move him. Get up, go eat. He doesn't care about anything. That guy. They all have different characters. So I don't know how anybody doesn't love dogs. Or treat the dog people like that. I don't know why. I mean, you don't have to treat them like the way I do, but at least give them shelter, good food every day. And clean water. Not like give them once every 2-3 days like that. It's horrible. Even you yourself don't eat every 1 or 2-3 days unless you're a poor, no? Terrible. I can't bear it. They're so lovely, What I mean is, if you love them, they listen to you. You don't even need to train them so much. Yeah?
If you spell dog backwards.
What, love?
Yeah.
Still, oh God.
That's the closest thing to giving unconditional love.
Yeah. They are. Okay. Talking about them, I meet them. You have dog? People on you? Yeah? No? You don't have? If you want, just go and adopt them, okay? If you don't, then it's okay. Yeah. But if you see some dog person in trouble, you gotta help. You can buy it and give it to the good home. They don't sell it expensive, You can buy it from them, from the terrible owner, and then give it to the shelter. Don't give a lot of money, otherwise they will think it's a good business. They will go get another dog person, and then you come over and buy another one. You have to bargain with them. Say, well, it's an old dog person, and you don't use too much. It's a pity, and then give some money. Most people are glad to give. So if they treat the dog person like that, it means they don't really care about the dog person. So they're happy to give it to you, maybe free or for some money. Yeah. Just pay as much as you can. Say, that's all I can. Just help them, because I cannot talk. You see some dog people hanging outside in the yard forever, in rain, shine, snow, anything. My God, imagine it's you. And they're so helpless, so dependent. They couldn't do anything about it. They couldn't tell anyone. Can you imagine that?
Luckily, England doesn't seem too bad. Some of Europe and New Zealand's not good.
Yeah?
For that. I don't know why.
I'm not sure. Even any good country still have somewhere, they do that. I'm not saying that any country treats dog people badly, but some are terrible. In China and all that, it's terrible, terrible. We're so backward, this planet, yeah? And even though we elevate people up to a certain level, if the souls let go, their habits are still bad, you understand? That's why there's still a lot of, conflicts around the world, eh? Okay, we don't talk about that anymore. I'm just telling you anything on this planet is very painful for me to watch. It's not easy to live here. Not just because you have problems and conflict with other people, but other things you see what people are doing to each other and to the animal people. It's horrible. Sometimes you see some film with violence and cruelty like that. Some real life is like that too. Sometimes even worse. You know? Sometimes even worse. If you want to be happy, you have to be blind, deaf, and dumb on this planet. You know? Anything could hurt you, right? If you have feelings, it's horrible to live here, no? And if you turn on the TV, there's all kinds of violence and cruelty and misery. Huh? It's terrible to watch it. You can't even watch it. And every time I turn it on, I say something. But at least sometimes it's okay, you know, Red Cross or animal people. So I have a chance to give them money. I gave the Red Cross some money last time. I gave it from somewhere else, from Spain, not here even. And just through credit card, you know, just name and credit card. But they found out my address. So today they sent me a letter, thank you, 2 months later. I didn't know they could do that. Yeah. Well, send a letter. I'm not kidding. Because I didn't want to have all this, you know. So I say, so it's easy because I'm not even in England. So I thought they would never, you know, bother. But here, send a letter. Yeah, thank you so much for your kind gift of £10,000. That was for the English Red Cross. Yeah. Because yesterday I sent £5,000 for the dog people. Not dog people, but animal people. The one SB. Yeah, because they advertise it on the television. So I called them. For me, it's quicker, but I didn't want address and phone and all that. So I said, oh, you have to give an address, otherwise we can't do it. I said, well, you take £5,000 now, or you don't. And then I said, okay. give us your number. And at that time, I was confident that it was what I wanted because of no address. But today, I just received a letter from the Red Cross, so I'm not sure how confident I can be. Because I also didn't give it. Yeah. I even told them, I said, I just want to be anonymous and help. They say, well, you can send like £1 a week or something. I said, no, I want to have it one now lump sum so you can do something with it because I have many dog people already. I have many pets. I can't have any more. But I hope that you guys can do something that I cannot, you know, the way you advertise it, you know, then you can do it for me. So it's quicker if you have a bigger sum of money. And they wanted an address and all that. I said, no, I just want it anonymous and quick, okay? The main point is you have animal people, not for me to get anything. No thank you letter, nothing. So, you know, it's okay, they got it. Because originally I also didn't want it. They say, not possible, we need to have an address and all that. So, but last time I gave it to the Red Cross, I didn't ask for the address or anything. They said, oh, really? Okay, let me talk. And okay, good. I say, you can have £5,000 right now. It's quicker through the thing, you know, because they wanted me to send a check. It takes a long time, you know, foreign checks take a long time. 1 week, 2 weeks, sometimes. So I say, you take it now, £5,000 or not? And they say, yes. And I thought that would be anonymous one time only, you know, instead of £1 a month. If you send 5,000, it's for 5 years. But now that I got this letter, I'm not sure. But it doesn't matter. It's okay. They just say thank you. No big deal. Yeah. I still want some more money. £1 a month or £2 a month, something like that. That we could do. It's no big deal. I did that before even, you know. So it's not really that safe, is it? Nowadays, huh? Nowadays, it's not private anymore. My God, all my anonymity. Because most of the time I don't give with an address, you know. I just write a check, you know, and tell him. It depends on how much. Yeah. Or sometimes wire money, you know. But that involves more work and address and everything. It depends. Write a check, wire, or just credit card. Yeah. I can't believe they found out my address 2 months later. Thank you. Thank you letter. Yes. And that one time in another country, I sent some chocolates to the children. I also didn't leave my name or anything, but it was from the hotel, So the hotel called them, call the chocolate company. They packed, for the children. And then I sent it I went and paid cash. So there was no name, nothing. But somehow they found out my address. The Red Cross in another country. And they sent me also a thank you letter. Yeah. My God, nowadays I can't hide. I can run, I can't hide. Whoa, I'm telling you. And one time in Canada, did I tell you this? No. Okay, I did help some also. I didn't have money. I didn't have a bank in Canada. And many of my credit cards had run out. Only one left. And I couldn't buy with a check because, I'm not Canadian and they don't trust you. And I wanted to go to the bank and with the credit card and get some money cash. In other countries, I could do that. In the Cayman Islands, one time I did that. But in Canada, they don't let you. Maybe now it's changed. I don't know. So I couldn't have cash. I couldn't have with check. I have to go to the shop and buy things, and give them to children and all that. And I just get without a name. They even asked my name. I say no name. Yeah. Fine, so I give it because I heard that the fire department give gifts to children. So I brought a lot of toys, and then give it to them. Okay, fine, they accepted it. A few days later, an article appeared in the newspaper. We thank the mysterious lady with 3 truckloads of toys. We want to know where you live, but wherever you are, bless you and all that. And the fire department told the newspaper. They even went to check the shop where I bought, whether the credit card belonged to me or I stolen it or anything. We checked everything with the police, and this was her credit card, all right, and nothing happened. Can you imagine? Yeah. And the next time I bought for somebody else. And I did it many times. Only that time they told the newspaper, yeah? And I did it many times again, and they've been stalking me. I didn't know that. Of course, I bought with cash and came out. Credit card because I couldn't get cash. I only had that credit card to rely on. I maxed them out every time, So one time, some newspaper wrote, why didn't she buy with cash? It's easier. Nobody would know where she is or her name. I didn't have any cash. They didn't know that, okay? Yeah. I did give some cash, but only by taking it from the credit card and put it together and then giving some cash to some houses, but not the amount that I bought. You can get money out of a credit card every day, but not the amount that I bought. So we got some cash to give to some different charities. But for the things I bought, I could not get so much cash. So I had to pay with credit card. My credit card is very good, high quality, big money. Some newspaper even wrote like that. She must want to set an example for us, otherwise she could have paid with cash and nobody would know. I know that. I just didn't have any cash. Not enough, maybe 5,000 or 6,000, but not more than that. So 5,000 or 6,000 I have, and I have to give it to some different charity for that purpose because I needed cash. And so I didn't have any more. Whatever I have, I give already. So we have to pay with a credit card. One day, the 4th or 5th time, the newspaper got there. We already loaded everything into the car and we're ready to go. And I came out with the address of where to go, happy. Hey, I got the address. And the lady with the pen came and said, where are you going? I said, who are you? Why? And she said, I'm from such and so newspaper, I said, how did you know I'm here? I said, well, I got informants everywhere. It turns out that somebody called her and she gave some money, of course. It was not from the shop, no. The shop didn't. It was one of the customers of the shop, almost like a poor guy or something. He called so he could get some money, I don't know how much she paid. And then she insisted that she has to follow me everywhere. And then she wanted to take pictures and all that, but I didn't allow it. I said, please. And I just give her a short name, I couldn't tell lies. It kept probing. So I give her a short name, not the whole name. And then it appeared on the paper with my back, They did respect, not the front picture, but the back, okay? Nobody would recognize me. So I thought. Next day, I bought things again for other people. And the man in the shop recognized me. You are the lady yesterday in that shop. I said, how you know? See, I look at your back. At that time, I put my hair up like this, Yeah, that time. in my bag recognized. Oh my God. The man in the shop. So is it good also? He'd give me a lot of discounts, give extra clothes and extra socks for the people. Yeah, I didn't ask for that, but because he recognized me. So, okay. That's the story. Why did I say a thing like this? Huh? Why? Oh, yeah, it's true. Huh? Nowadays, it's terrible, huh? It can't be so much anonymous anymore. They were nice, at least they're all nice things. He didn't try to embarrass or discredit me in any way. But I was so caught by surprise, I didn't know what to say. I said, I don't know what to say. He said, why do you do this? I said, I don't know. I don't even think about it. I just do it. Sometimes it caught me by surprise. I was so embarrassed, I couldn't say anything. And I thought I'd go undercover, And the cover, it turned out, was too thin. The cover was transparent. Many other things people discovered by it. I don't think it's necessary to tell you. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's another thing, People see the aura. Some see it 1 meter long, some see 4 meter radius from here to there. 4 meters, 6 meters, 10 meters. It depends on how big his eye is. And some see only 1 meter, half a meter, and some 1 color, some 2 colors, some the whole range of colors. So it's difficult. That I cannot hide. That I cannot hide. Because some people do have these eyes, they can see it. They're not like Kuan Yin practitioners or anything. Shame on you, some of you don't see anything. But these people, sometimes their heart is so good, Although they eat meat and all that and drink some wine occasionally, their heart is so pure. They just live the way society lives. And they don't know any better. But they're so good. They work with their hands, They earn their honest money, take care of their family, are loving and kind and just so simple. So they have this gift. You understand me? It's like a meditation. Their work is like meditation, a simple form of meditation for them. They concentrate on that and they just do that every day. So it's like a routine, it's like a meditation. Understand? And they do everything, their best to take care of their family and sometimes help their neighbors or help with disasters or the Red Cross, whatever, with their pure heart and hard-earned money. See? So they're so pure that they have this gift. Sometimes you do some job like routine, it's like meditation, yeah? Yeah. And some people do get that. So it's difficult to hide, huh? Yeah. I had to leave many countries because I discovered that. It's not only that, but once I discover this, they begin to wonder who this woman is and they check. Do you understand me? Yeah. And sometimes all the different garbage, some things that tip on me also come out. Of course, a little compared to all the good things we do, but still not very good things, and I'm not in a position to explain anything. And so I just let it be, and sometimes I don't want to be in that country anymore or that area anymore because of this, because I can't hide anymore. I just feel uncomfortable, I just want to be anonymous and, act silly like everybody else. It's easier, And once they know who you are, that's it, you gotta work. You can play children's games anymore with them, And they begin to respect you, and it's a different attitude altogether, and it's not natural anymore. It doesn't feel good. Yeah? Then start questions and all that. Some good questions, some bad questions, because of some bad news sometimes it's all over. Yeah? And sometimes they don't know what to believe. Because sometimes whatever is printed on the newspaper is true, They even printed on the newspaper that I have an American daughter who committed suicide. Yeah, I read it. It's on a newspaper in Los Angeles a long time ago. Yeah, an American daughter. And that I sold a pair of socks for $800. My socks. Something like that. That's why one time I told you in America is a land of immense possibility. Anything is possible, remember? Yeah, because I just read that newspaper. And they even say that Clinton is a son of Bob Doyle, remember? Yeah. They say that's why Bob Doyle didn't go out and contest against Clinton at that time. Yeah, and they even say that there's a proof. Like Bob Doyle was in one of the hospitals and then Clinton's mother was a nurse at that time at night. That is their proof. I'm telling you. What do? You go out and write article against them. If you write one, 10 more spring out, because it's so exciting. They love it. They love to be fed, more flames. You see what they all tell about the British royal family, maybe some a little bit true, but nothing like that, nothing in that proportion. Sometimes they mess up people's life, honor, family, happiness, everything. I don't know how. I mean, look at the poor Prince Charles, I don't know how they survived their relationship up to now, even if they are bad or whatever, I don't know how they survive it. And they haven't done anything to anybody. Okay, maybe he has a secret lover, but that was his love before he married. And maybe he couldn't forget it. But you should be happy for him. And he's a good man. He's so faithful. He was maybe forced to marry someone else. But he doesn't choose beauty for real love. He really loved a woman and he does love her. So people should feel, good for him and should wish him good. And should recognize the good quality in him. That he's so faithful guy. He could have chosen many other beauties or hang around with many women he wants, but he loves the woman that he loves. And that's the real love. And people should recognize that. My God, how many men you find nowadays stick to a woman all his life like that. Especially he's a prince. And if people say that I love Princess Diana, of course I love her. I feel sorry for her as well. But what I mean is Prince Charles has not much to do with that. I mean, he can't help it either, He can't help his heart that he loves someone else. And he tried his best to do his duty, what was expected of him, but it didn't work. You see, that's the thing when you force somebody to marry somebody. It messes up everybody's lives, huh? But at least you can recognize the good quality in him. He's a faithful person. He could have any woman he wants. Why does he have to go through all this humiliation and trouble just to love somebody? So why doesn't anybody recognize that? Everybody loves Princess Diana. We all love her. But it's not to blame him either, right? He tried his best. There's not much he can do. Not much more, He's tried his best, of course. The day Princess Diana died, we felt like the world was darkening. I felt like that myself. Because she was so much light and so beautiful. So I can't believe this thing happened. I mean, it's so rare that you have a beauty so bright in the world. So when I heard she died, I feel like the world darkened a little bit. But like, literally. Because there's no more such a beautiful face to shine around anymore. And I don't even know her, I mean, we don't know her. Just that she's so beautiful and so kind and so good. Karma is something very funny. It plays hell on everyone. It's terrible. You don't know whom to blame and what to say anymore, yeah? Oh, I hope he's happy now. Huh? At last? No? I know. But I didn't know until many months later because I don't read the newspaper. I was maybe in a cave or something. I don't often, read the newspaper, only when I'm out like this, And in the hotel they have it. In the hotel they have TV, so I watch it. I become a couch potato in the hotel. I have not much else to do. And newspapers I don't read. I was married already. Good. At last, yeah. Yeah. I think the British people probably don't say much. It's just sometimes some newspapers make it so bad. Yeah. Just to sell. Again, it's about business, about survival. Because if the newspaper don't write some extraordinary thing, they couldn't sell either. They couldn't survive. That's the thing. So everybody all come back to to square one. It's all about survival. But we should not, sometimes we have to never cross the line, a thin line between morality and convenience, yeah, or survival. Very difficult, eh? We try. That's why a lot of people, they eat meat and take wine because it just feels good, tastes good, and wine or alcohol makes them feel good. But it doesn't help them in the long run, eh? It ruins them. A lot of people drink wine, drink alcohol, and do a lot of bad things. Like in America, statistics saying any thousands, tens of thousands of babies, they call them bastards, no father, were born because of Christmas. A lot of pregnant women after Christmas go drinking and then fool around, don't know whom even what. Yeah. And a lot of employees have been fired after a Christmas party. A lot of divorce after Christmas parties. A lot of unwanted pregnancies after Christmas parties. So I told you yesterday already, not only they kill chickens and turkeys and pork and beef, whatever, to fit their own so-called happy day as Christmas and wish each other happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, whatever. I don't know how people understand this. They turn something holy, sacred, yeah, and a truly happy event into such a mass massacre and feel happy about it. See, so ignorant is the word. So if you guys in any way try to pass that vegan message or spiritual way of life, that's very good for this planet. Together we can make a little difference or big difference. But this is a long way to educate the whole masses out there. This is a long way because it's only recently that the world has been awakening to spiritual awareness. Yeah, after so many disasters and bombing and warring and all that. Before that, it was just survival or just ignorance. Yeah, too difficult. Before, life was harder, so they tried to just keep alive. And then after that, prosperity, too busy enjoying material comforts. And then now is a time, that begin to feel that they need something more, that there's something empty in their heart that money, food, sex, drugs cannot fill. And then they begin, you see? That's how so many spiritual organizations and fashion have been booming all this time. It's just good. Yeah, now is a time, that begin to feel that they need something more, that there's something empty in their heart that money, food, sex, drugs cannot fill. And then they begin, you see? That's how so many spiritual organizations and fashion have been booming all this time, which is good. Yeah, but still try your best to spread vegan around. Huh? Whomever you meet, casually mention I'm vegan and why. Yeah, go sometimes into non-vegetarian restaurants, explain why. It might not help immediately, but they think about it because your logic will wake them up and they will understand why do they have to kill to live. Yeah. If they go into like a surgery room or look through the glass, you see all this naked flesh. And it's just like all the pig people and things that they eat. When the surgeon cuts the flesh open and it's all wounded and all that, it's the same. It looks so horrible. And how can they put that thing in their mouth?
Some people say that because they've been killed,
Yeah, I know.
it's alright to eat, but is it the same?
Yeah, they didn't kill because they don't see it, that's why. But most people, if they have to kill it, I don't think they can. But still, I don't know. Woof. Survival is a strong instinct, eh? It blurs all kinds of other instincts in your head. It's the Maya that makes it that way. So everybody is kind of blind and deaf and dumb. Sometimes they know it, they see some film about killing and all that, but the next day they forget already. And it's so convenient and easy, A piece of beef, it looks like a piece of cake in the shop. It doesn't look anything like it has a head or has eyes or has a living, has life or has any movements. You understand? It's just one piece like that. So it's easier for them to forget the suffering of the animals, people. I think in the future, the governments of all the countries will do something, I hope, like the thing they do with cigarettes. Like they put warning outside of the cigarette box, like cigarette can kill, cigarette do this and that, cancer, lung cancer, shorten life, decreases sexual appetite, function or whatever. That's what they should do. Huh? If they do that, then the man will stop quick. That's what the research says. If you say to them, okay, shorten their life, we have cancer, or they don't listen. But anything that they say detrimental to your sexual function, they stop quick. The researchers told me that. I mean, reported that. Okay, so I should say outside if you don't meditate 2.5 hours. It might work, eh? If you tell lie, it also affects your function. Okay, so maybe in the future, I think the governments, I suggest, yeah, the leader or organization or the government should warn people, you know, or not warning, but at least compulsory, you know, like put a dead cow person inside a shop, the whole cow, or the whole picture with the butchering activity of it, or let it run on the film is even better. To let people know what is it that they're getting, what is it that they're paying for. Otherwise, I feel like a lie, you know. Just sell them a piece of meat or a piece of chicken like that. It's just not a farm anymore. Okay, chicken, they sell the whole thing sometimes, but mostly just half of it or something. You don't see anything. You don't see the way they chop the chicken person alive, the head. You don't see the way they hang the cow person on one leg and let the blood drip one drop at a time to the floor. They don't see the way they cut the pig person's throat while he's kicking. And sometimes miss and cut again. They don't see that. You know, remember I had to talk or be a vegetarian, be a hero?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was air on the, I think, PAX or something. American biggest channel. What's the name of that?
PAX.
PAX. Okay. So normally 90 million people watch it. So at least 70 million people watch that day. I hope. I hope they really wake up at least some of them. If 70 million people watch, how many million do you think will be affected? Like, how many? 5-6 million minimum, huh? 10%, right? At least. And some others will think about it. And if they have a chance to read something else similar again or hear something that will be more reinforcing, and then more will come. And 5-6 million people affect another 5-6 million or more, because one family mostly has 2, 3, 4 people. So it will be multiplied in time. And those four people in the family will spread it out again later with their family or with their neighbors and their friends. And then their friend, neighbor, spread it out to another few million again. And that few million spread it out again. So that's how it works. Yeah? So I told them also to air something like that in Europe. But did they do anything yet? Find some like big channels?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Find a channel, yes.
Why not?
A community channel.
Okay. Do as much as you can. But what I mean is something like that. Something with a big impact. Of course, we have to pay for it, eh? Yeah, like, how much is that? Maybe $50,000 or something per section, one time, or maybe more than that. I don't remember. I don't know. I just say do it. I do it for the animal people. Yeah. So our money goes around different channels. Each channel around, you know. Yeah. I can't remember how much that was. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, because that channel is big, you know, you gotta pay. And it was not cheap, expensive. But some channels are free, some channels are cheaper. It depends on how many people watch. That's what it is. Yeah. All right. What were we talking about? Oh, in the future, I think just like warning on cigarette boxes, they should put warning also on alcohol bottles. At least those strong liquors, you know, that could make people brain dead or damage their brain.
The UK government tried to ban smoking in public places.
Yeah, they do. Oh, well. Surprise, you know, Ireland did it first. Can you believe it? The one with a lot of pubs and drinking people, and they still have enough brain to do that. You know, common sense. And the UK doesn't do it. Other countries are still moving slowly now, huh? Many more countries already follow suit. Huh? Oh, what a shame. Bravo, Ireland, huh? Good for the country. I really feel very proud of that. And, you know, smoking is no good for anybody. They knew that long ago. Why don't they do anything? Put warning on the packet. But they still buy it. So just burn it in public. At least protect the one who non-smokers. But sometimes it's terrible. Like my hotel, I stayed on non-smoking floor. But still, I smell smoke in the bathroom. Why? The next door, they sneak in there and smoke. They don't respect too much. Every day like that. Because sometimes people are really not respectful. They think they go in the bathroom and that's good. But then it still flies to my bathroom, because they put the ventilation on and they connect it with each other. And sometimes I say, okay, they like it. They like to go in a non-smoking room and then smoke. You know what I mean? Just feel like rebellious or something like that. So in the future, you have to put not only ban, but penalty. Just like in the airplane, if you go smoke in the lavatory, they say the penalty is $2,000. For example, like that, huh? You can put that everywhere, even in hotel. If you're caught, then you should pay a penalty. That's the way they should reinforce it. Because just talking is not enough. People are not that disciplined and not morally honest enough. So we should do that, huh? And also they should put labels on alcohol. Like alcohol can damage your brain and cause a lot of sickness like what. Or at least alcohol kills. It does kill. Drunken driving kills many thousands, hundreds of thousands of people every year around the world. Everybody knows that. And not to talk about killing. So people who rather get killed than be maimed for whole life, and be a burden to a family and society and cause suffering and sorrow to that individual and the people concerned. That's even worse than death. You understand me? Yeah. Of course, we don't want anybody to die like that. But wouldn't it be worse if you already lost your arms, your legs, and lost your brain and have to lie there because you can't die, you can't live? A burden on society. A lot of taxpayer money, right? And it causes a lot of sorrow. And that is worse than death. If your family dies, maybe 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, you will recover. But if you have to nurse a person like this, day in, day out, can you imagine how much psychological strain it puts on those family members? Huh? Isn't that worse than death? Tell me. Yeah. Because if somebody in your family dies, of course you feel terrible, but at least he's at peace. Yeah? And life goes on. And you know what to do with your family, your children. Or maybe you restart your life again after a few years when you recover. But the person, vegetable or half dead like that, you can't nurse him. It's just terrible. Every day like that. And then the children have a father or mother and just like have none. Worse than have none. And they go to school and everybody asks them and he feels bad, he feels embarrassed, he feels sad. A psychological damage to him as well, to the kid who has a father who lay in the hospital or in the house like a vegetable like that. Kids that don't know how to explain. And other kids who make fun of him. Or make fun of his father. All that kind of thing. Can you imagine all these things? It's not just about dying. Huh? We don't support death by drunken driving. But I still think it's, in many situations, it's still better than that situation. You understand? Its effect is immense. It's not just one person. Huh? Not just a victim. He has family and friends. Oh, terrible, terrible. Can you imagine? Talking about that only, we feel bad already, not to talk about if you are the one who has to suffer that. Yeah? I mean, your family or yourself. So I think the government haven't done the best that they could. Label every dangerous thing, at least for the kids to read it also. Now they ban kids don't drink alcohol. But the kids don't understand why. Yeah? If every bottle he picks up, it says damage your brain, reduce your intelligence, impair your judgment in every way. At least the kids read it and he knows why. Okay, that's why. It just talk on television once or say it on the newspaper once. The kids don't read newspapers. And they don't run this ad every day on television for the kids to see that alcohol is bad. And just tell our kids don't drink. And kids are strong and rebellious. And when you say no, they sneak and do it some other way, or they try to do it themselves, or stealing it. Yeah, or daring each other to do it. Yeah, or break into a pub to get that. It's no good, is it? Why don't they put a label on it and a warning on it at least? Tell them why, just like the way they do cigarettes. At least some people come to their senses, or the kids, know it from the beginning already. That is really bad. I'll put it that it will damage your sexual function. Yeah, it's true also. If your brain damaged, Isn't everything else damaged too? And if that's the most important thing to human life, why not use that? Why not tell them truly? Yeah? I don't know about you, but if you're too drunk, can you even function? Talking about that, huh? For a man, if you're drunk and then you drive outside and then you kill a lot of people. Or yourself also, yeah? I don't know why. Okay, if you allow selling alcohol, then you have to tell everybody like that, just the way they do with cigarettes. Maybe some people still buy it, but at least some people think about it. At least the kids who have not started pick up the box of cigarettes and listen to the warning. The intelligent kids. At least you save some intelligent and sensible kids. Yeah? At least he knows what he's getting. Huh? That he tried, but it's still imprinted in his mind. No, this is bad for you, this is bad for you. And then he will stop. Yeah? Maybe he tried one or twice only, and then he knows it's no good. And then he sees. But no, nothing. No warning for the kids. Just say, don't drink it.
I think the government didn't really try 100% because they're worried about economic, because cigarette is one of the,
But they did try. They put the warning on it. Why don't they do it with alcohol? Also economic again. Oh, they can have tax in many other ways, my God. If you stop the wars and don't produce any more weapons, you will have a lot of money. You can feed the whole world free of charge. That's what it is. The government should put warning on everything that kills. Yeah? Be it liquid or soft or hard or anything. That's the way they should do, because they are leaders of the nation. They are obliged, to protect the people. Yeah? Instead of waiting till people dying or sick and then get a lot of taxpayer money and try to cure them. And sometimes it's not even possible. Too late, And even if they can manage to cure it, the patient has gone through a lot of suffering already, and the family gone through a lot of trouble. Yeah, emotional and psychological pain. So I don't know what all the leaders of the world are doing. And we are trying so hard to help everybody, and they push on us many obstacles and problems. And checking on us here and there and laboring around. We're not doing anything wrong. Everybody knows that. Huh? Or just, if you want to know about me, just watch my TV, watch a video and see what we're doing. It's so simple. I can't believe it. I can't believe what they're doing nowadays. Sit around, drink champagne, alcohol, and then tell the kids, don't drink it. It's bad for you. The kids look up to the adults, for example. And if the world leaders do it, why not they do it? If their fathers do it, then why not they do it? You understand me? Don't tell me what to do. You are doing it. See what I mean? What's the difference? Huh? How will you listen? How, if you are a kid, how do you listen to a father coming home zig, zag, and smell so foul and then slamming at the door or bang his head on the wall because he couldn't walk anymore? How would you listen to a father like that? How would you listen? I mean, how would you respect such a person? Huh? How would you rely on him to protect you? Understand? He couldn't even protect himself. Huh? Even the kids see the bad effect on the father, but the father keeps doing it. And one day he's fed up, he does it too, Just to rebel, to show that, okay, you did it, I do it. Many kids don't do that, okay? Some don't, but the bad example is always a bad example. An example is always more than, they say 1 ounce of example is more than tons of worthless talk. See, so I don't know what are the world leaders doing? What are they busy with? The root problem. They should take care, right? Ban cigarettes, okay, better already, but put also penalty if the people break it. It's just like breaking the law. If somebody stabs somebody in the back, they put him in jail, at least for a while. If somebody smokes into your nose, causes you slow cancer, sickness, you should also be in jail. Or pay the penalty so that he stops it. This is a different killing. Different molestation, different harm, That's really physical. It's like stabbing somebody. It's just different, just slow pain. Invisible, yeah? Understand me? Because secondhand smoke, everybody knows that is also very bad. It kills a lot of people, inflict a lot of pain, make a lot of people sick, and strains the national social security money. Everybody knows that. Don't do anything. What's the use of worrying about economic setback if you want people don't buy cigarettes, or that people will buy less cigarettes if you have warnings? When you use the money from the tax of that and then pay for the patients.
It's more expensive.
More expensive?
Research.
Yeah, more expensive, number one. Number two, inflict a lot of pain. It's not just the money only. A lot of physical pain, emotional pain, and it damages the nation's intelligence. There's so many brains out there has been damaged by smoking, by alcohol. And we could use that to build a nation, to build a more peaceful world, more intelligent, more reasonable. So before 100 years ago, some time ago, alcohol was still banned, still forbidden. I don't know why they let it go. Huh? Everybody knows it's poison. I still let it be, bought openly. Yeah? Okay, they say, okay, only adults can buy alcohol. But how you stop your children at home to drink it when you have a bottle of whiskey hanging around all day and you drink it all day, or someday with your friends? Look so cool, on the rock or whatever, and you talk happily together and drink. And that's a very good picture for the kids to think, oh, whiskey makes you happy. Or when a romantic occasion, you sit together and drink whiskey. Oh, drink whatever alcohol. And the kids said, oh, if I want to be romantic, I have to do like mom and dad. And then invite her girlfriend to come out, talk her into drinking alcohol together. So as to have to fit in with the picture of the romance, you understand, on the film or in the house. The whole society is teaching garbage, teaching all the garbage. And expect the world to be in order, peaceful, and the children to be obedient, nice, and intelligent, and graduate, and, good citizens, and all kinds of stuff. How do the kids survive this world to be a good citizen? Looking at that example that we adults make. I turned one airdrome into a whole vegan. It was one time I did that. Yeah. There was a lot of pilots coming to that airdrome one day. I fed them everything vegan and all that. And then I say, change this, change that, change that. Of course, at that time, I knew that person. I could do it, but I can't just walk into any airport or airdrome and say, change this, change that. But I do what I can, whenever I can, you see. Change that, or alcohol out. We have non-alcoholic beer for the future, non-alcoholic wine, non-alcoholic champagne, fruit juice, anything you want. And vegan food. And the other pilot, I said, why we do this? I said, look, your son here, 2 of them. They love to fly with you, no? Yeah, they do. They love to be a pilot, no? He went every day checking into the computer, simulating flying, did it alone. So he wants to be a pilot, yeah? And a pilot, should have clear vision, clear head. For a pilot, you must be always clear because you carry a lot of lives and responsibility with you, you know that. And this little boy here, only 8 years old, wants to be a pilot. And all of you come in here every day after flying, drinking and smoking. What an example you make for him, huh? So they're all quiet. And then all alcohol gone. Vegan restaurant. The restaurant became vegan. Of course, to send people, teach them how and cook and everything. Yeah, your words do make a difference sometimes. You just have to say it. People can take it or not take it, but you say it. That's the way it should be. At least in restaurants, if not on the label, at least in restaurants, say alcohol kills. Yeah? Why just cigarettes? Cigarettes kill even less than alcohol. Alcohol has a more immediate effect, Because if somebody gets drunk, he goes out and somebody just provoke him, they fight and then they kill each other. Or get wounded or stab or, damage each other's body. You understand? It's even more immediate. Why not put a warning on the bottle of alcohol? I don't understand this. And it damages your brain. Everybody knows that. And the brain doesn't grow back. Unless you drink very little mild alcohol and in a span of time you don't drink, then it gives a chance for that brain damaged area to grow back. But it won't grow forever. If you keep killing it again, then it won't grow again. Understand? And if you drink very strong alcohol, your brain damaged forever. Whatever part that it goes into, it damages the nerves, and it won't grow back. Everybody knows that. I mean, at least many people know that. Nowadays, you can watch TV, you read newspapers, you cannot say you don't know. Yeah? And why not put a label, a warning on alcohol bottles? Why not? And even later have to put also in the meat shop and everything. Every piece of meat, print on it. You are living on dead bodies. Somebody has been killed brutally for your meal today. And then at least they know it, and then they have a choice. And put some picture of dead cow people or brutally murdered all over the wall of the butcher shop. At least they know what they're paying for. It's not an honest job. Even to sell something like blind, like blinding people to buy it. It's like cheating. It's not honest, is it? Huh?
Sometimes a piece of meat is not really meat, but they make it like ham or sausage.
Yeah, they make it. Yeah, even.
Eat the sausage, but the kid doesn't know that.
Yeah, they don't know. And there was one kid, and I know one person, and he has a nephew, so young, only 4 years old. He doesn't like meat at all. And he likes things without meat, but the parents keep forcing him to eat it. Sometimes he's sick and all that, so I said to that friend, you have to convince the parents to let him make a choice. I don't know what happened now. I try my best. So of course you cannot tell all the people in the world, but tell whom you can. Okay, do your best. And it will bear fruit. If we all try together, it will bear fruit. Yeah? Air on TV, radio, pamphlets, leaflets everywhere. Be a vegan. At least today, save one life. Save an innocent life, and print a leaflet with a cow person hanging on the ceiling with one leg. Print that on. So let them have a look the way they kill them.
Also, the Vegetarian Society in the UK, there's quite a lot of work on that.
Mm-hmm.
They have special programs for the schools.
Yeah.
So for different ages,
Mm-hmm.
where they can be taught.
Yeah.
So where you have to present it to the school, to your local school.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And T-shirts, so they call a face.
Yeah, I know. But this got a face. This is not what this. Just print a picture with a cow person hanging on the ceiling and a butcher with a knife, and then it's more than 1,000 words. That will really hit somebody, I hope. Or at least hit someone. Yeah? Do something. At least if you can't rescue them spiritually, rescue some poor animal people. Yeah? If humans don't listen, then at least rescue the animal people. God. Yeah, maybe we have to suggest this vegetarian society to do that, or we can write letter to the prime minister, write letter to whoever decides that, like the tobacco department where they control the cigarette and all that. We write to them, or write to the wine control or whatever, tell them that. Maybe write it again and again. And they'll think about it. Maybe they throw it in the dustbin, or maybe somebody will read it. Maybe it will affect somebody in some country, somewhere, sometime, somehow. Yeah? If it doesn't, then you lose a few pounds on stamps. But you do your best, okay?
The last magazine had some good articles in about the effect on the environment of the meat diet.
Which magazine?
Our magazine.
Oh, of course. I talk about that since I was beginning the mission already. Everybody knows that because you use a lot of water, clean pasta damages the environment, everything. Anywhere, they rise cattle people. 50 years later cannot plant anything because of land. So hard. Many things.
Yeah.
Not just that. It's good. You can copy that and send around. Or put a cow person with a hanging leg on it. One leg hanging. And, oh God, it's terrible. I couldn't sleep for many days. Anything can hurt me like that, really. Okay, so I don't know how the government keep a blindfold on their own conscience and everybody just keep doing that. Many people can do things, in their power. Of course, they're pressured also by other businesses and all that. But what's the harm of wanting the society to keep the children safe? Okay, the adults that already damaged, but the children, what have they done, to deserve such a mess society like what we are in? They growing up following their father's footsteps, drinking. When you're 18, that's it, you can drink alcohol. My God, what a big celebration. It's like a habit. So if you don't teach your children that, they will never like it. So I don't know what they're doing. We have to try, to help everybody, okay? In your power. If you know anyone in the government or if you know how, you can write a letter, things like that, and sign together, whatever, okay? Tell them maybe you should do this, should do that, Penalty for smoking, warning in the meat shops, warning on the bottle. These things are more simple. If they can do it with cigarettes, I don't see why not with other things like alcohol, So maybe one day it will happen, okay? Maybe we'll try to do something. All of you, any of you, if you have any chance to do it, just do it, okay? One person might not work, but many persons together. We can write letters and many sign, and send it, and it might be helpful. Same letter can write and send it everywhere. What else should we do to clean up the planet?
I think they could take kids at schools to the farms, couldn't they? Children take a dog.
Yeah, of course. When they do that, you should warn in schools as well. They should put label everywhere, like drugs kill. Drugs make you less intelligent. Drugs make you addicted and dependent. Drugs deplete your money and, impair your sex function. It does. It does. Why don't they say all these kind of things? It's really true. It makes you weak and dependent and pale, bad looking and smelly and old and everything, sick. Why don't they write all that in schools? Don't just say ban the drugs or anything. Have to explain all this as well. Because not every kid can read all this. They're too busy learning at school. And the teachers don't say anything. Or say once or twice not enough. You have to put, slogans and things like that everywhere about drugs, about alcohol, and about meat as well. Say a living being has been murdered for your dinner today. Say that on a piece of beef or pork and see how many people will still want to buy it. And let them think. They really murder some beings. What do you call that then, huh? To kill somebody, you call it murder. To kill some animal people, it's also murder. Murder an animal person. He just run around there doing no harm to you, and you go there and kill him. And that's a murder. Deliberate. What else is there? So we should say somebody has been murdered for your meal. For this piece of meat. Then see how they think about it, Because you don't really need meat to live. We proved it. We don't need it. My God, I talk so long. Are you okay still? No. Don't want to sleep? No. Okay. Yeah, in the future, I think the world will get cleaner if the government really do their job. More moral, more strong, instead of just worrying about the economy. Because this is a bad calculation, Taking in the tax, but then have to pay for the patients. And inflicting suffering even, not just paying and getting him better. He doesn't even get better. Many people don't get better. Even if you give them a lot of medicine and the best equipment, they don't recover. That's the thing. So you waste money. And instead of that, just don't sell cigarettes anymore. Or do something on the cigarette or alcohol so less people get sick. Then we don't have to pay. You know what I mean? Don't have to pay for their medical bills, which is even more than the tax they take in. It's a loss of business, no? So any intelligent government should calculate it well. And then know what is the best business to do. Want people, protect them, and that's their job really. It is a duty of the government, no? So any intelligent government should calculate it well. And then know what is the best business to do. Want people, protect them, and that's their job really. It is a duty of the government. My God. Because you keep losing the battle, you know. In the beginning, cigarettes were forbidden, right? Before. Less, you know. No? It's less obvious than now. Okay, alcohol. Yeah? First, cigarettes were not that much. Just some people smoked on some farm somewhere. And then, okay, they let it open and sell and everything. Before, there was also arguing about cigarettes making people sick and all that. But then they still let it sell openly. Lost one bottle. Alcohol, no, it kills, makes people drunk, separates families, maims people, damages people's intelligence, kills the brain, kills many of the geniuses of the country, fighting, and lost the battle again. Cigarettes, alcohol, and then what next? Drugs? Sorry, huh? You lose one battle. I don't know how long you'll be strong to fight another battle, huh? Why that? Why? If you are powerful and strong, and you know that alcohol is bad for everybody, then you should stop it. Right?
Yeah.
Even if it's illegal, some people still want to look for it and drink it. It's still less than now. The way drugs are. See? In Singapore, if they catch you with drugs, they just kill you. That's it. Period. They hang you. Period. Malaysia as well. But it's not notorious like Singapore. My God. Last month, they hung one Australian kid, 25 years old, 14 ounces of heroin only. I read on newspaper. It's terrible. I don't want him to die, of course. But at least only one person died and many people live. I really don't want. I think Singapore is also too harsh. But why not ban it all together or the whole world like alcohol as well? Because alcohol also kills. Why only drugs? My God, just because we accept it doesn't mean it doesn't kill. My God, how many people are killed every day because of alcohol? And separate family as well. Yeah? So if they kill a poor kid with 14 ounces of heroin, then they should kill all the people who sell alcohol. Because the damage is also immediate and bad and also addictive. And, one of our leaders in England stepped down because he'd been drinking. Yeah, he's getting better now. Let's hope he cleans up and becomes a leader again and learns his lesson. And this guy should ban all alcohol, according to my opinion. If he becomes the leader or prime minister or works in the government, he should introduce this bill. You know, ban alcohol or at least say some warning light on the cigarettes. Understand me?
Yeah.
Somebody has to do something. What for they sit up there doing what? The most important issue is the life and safety of the public. That's the only important thing first, then everything else later. How do you take care of everybody if they're all dead or drunk or incapable or brain damage and have become disabled? Huh? Unless that's the way they want to control people. Unless that's what they want, so that everybody becomes stupid and dumb like a zombie and easier to control.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're doing here. Pardon me if any government hears this, I'm telling the truth, I mean, it's the duty of the government to take care of people's health and safety. God. Yeah. If they don't fight it, they'll lose again. Like with cigarettes and alcohol.
The film, the Insider, was about the tobacco companies. They'll put more nicotine.
Yeah, I heard that. I watched that. Yes. Yeah, but then it goes under the carpet again. I mean, but they make people addicted. You see. But at least now they regain a little ground, like no smoking in the public. Well, it's inching. I think they will do the same with alcohol, at least. Yeah? And then go on with meat. Yeah? Continue. Because meat also causes a lot of sickness among people. Everybody knows that by now as well. Yeah? And look at all the disasters about mad cow and then now bird flu, and they still don't learn anything. All these poor animals, people have to sacrifice and get sick to warn you, and you still don't care. How would God help anyone? Tell me. Huh? This is a very difficult planet. And God comes here, he would struggle to be alive, run around, protecting himself. If he could even stay alive in this world, not to talk about doing anything. You see that? The whole world is like that. Yeah? The whole world is intoxicated with poison. And you alone, how are you going to wake everybody up and give them anything? Huh? They're too drunk to even take your medicine. And you give them medicine tomorrow, they go get drunk again. For example, like that. Yeah? It's difficult. But the leaders need to make an example, you know. I think all the leaders should not drink anymore. Because one drink leads to another. I'm sure that leader, he wasn't an alcoholic to begin with. It's just too many business dinners, political negotiations, and one drink after another. First is champagne, then light wine, then whiskey, then whatnot, and then it became a habit for him. He's just a victim. How many other closet drinkers, you know, that we don't even know of and lead the country? How many good decisions can a president make after a cup of whiskey? It's like that. Isn't that scary? Yeah. So I think for New Year, all the world leaders should swear to abstain from alcohol. Drug use, of course not. We kill them if he does. And no cigarettes as well. So that he can stay healthy, strong, and clear-minded to lead the nation. Can you imagine, in the old times, the king or queen, they call them the parents of the people. So much respect is given to a leader of a country. And how does he lead us? Getting drunk at every party. Talking to another leader, drink something. Sit at the round table, maybe somewhere, drink something. You know, negotiate with another country, let's drink something before we talk. So, what kind of signature does he give after some alcoholic beverage? Tell me. Probably sign anything and later regret it. Huh? And then try a different way to snatch it back, the contract that he signed. And then it becomes war. Yeah? What you agree yesterday over a bottle of champagne, today you say, what did I say? Why did I agree to him? My God, it cannot be possible. I must have been out of my mind. Of course he was out of his mind. If he had any mind anymore left at that time. I don't know how the world's people don't see this. So in the future, I think the leaders of the world should be worth it, you know? Not drinking, not getting drunk, not even cigarettes. Yeah? Not doing anything that is harmful to anyone else. Not even eat meat. Should be vegan, abstain from all this is harmful. To be worthy as the parents of the people, of his people, of her people. Don't you think so? Yes. They don't have to be a monk. Don't have to abstain from family, you know, pleasure or anything like that. But at least no drinking. Keep your mind clear so you can make good decisions. People look up to you. Yeah? They respect you. Mr. President this, Mr. President that. Your Majesty here, Her Majesty there. Understand me? People have to kneel down on the floor. I don't even make you kneel to me. And some people have to kneel in front of some king or queen or whatever. You're so respected. Like a god. And what kind of god do you make of yourself? You can't afford to drink. If you're a leader of a nation, you have millions of people under your protective wing. You should sacrifice, even if you think drinking alcohol is good for you or you feel good about it, you should sacrifice that. Because, to be honest, nobody needs drinking to be happy. We're not drinking, we're happy. Yeah? And if you're depressed, take vitamin B12. Take multivitamins. multivitamins and more B12, something make you happy. Go to meditation, talk to initiate about your problem, then you're happy. We sustain each other, we help each other. We talk, about each other's problems, we help. And now you're happy. Go to group meditation every weekend. Instead of going to the pub, getting drunk, making a fool of yourself, and smoky atmosphere, and getting a headache, you come here and meditate, clean yourself, clean your lungs, clean your body, clean your soul, everything. Good, good, good. You stay healthy, young, happy, and beautiful. So many benefits, and save a lot of money. Yeah, save a lot of money on drinking and smoking, not to talk about spiritual benefits yet, huh? Save money on doctor bills. Save money on antidepressant bills. Save money on psychologists, psychiatrists, blah, blah, blah. So many things. So good for you to follow my example, my footsteps, my teaching, huh? Good, good, good. And I don't even forbid you anything. Yeah, you can wear nice jewelry. I even design them for you. Nice clothes when we have, party or something. Yeah, we just don't always need it. Yeah, we don't need it. We could do it if we want to, but if we don't have to, we don't need to. We're comfortable like this, huh? We're beautiful inside out. We don't even need to wear clothes to look good. But if we want to, I don't forbid you anything. I don't make you an ascetic, just vegan because of compassion, yeah? The more you're beautiful inside, the more you're beautiful outside, in any way, yeah? And your taste is better in clothing and everything, in every way. So the leaders of the world should follow our example. If they want to be really efficient, respected, yeah, and worth their position and the respect of the people, I think would be better if they clean up their life. Yeah? No drinking, no smoking, and no meat eating. No fooling around. Okay, sometimes, okay, forgivable. If, sometimes it's karmic pattern, fine. Because sometimes you can meet many lovers in one lifetime. Why? Because they all come back. And it gives you a strong pull, and sometimes it's difficult. But we try to abstain from that. So less complication, yeah? Less heartache, that's all. But at least the things they could stop. That doesn't harm them, and they could do it. Yeah? I stop alcohol, stop cigarettes, stop meat. Nobody died of vegetarian diet. A lot of people die from the non-vegetarian diet, right?
Yeah.
All kinds of things. Heart attack, liver malfunction, sexual problems, marriage problem, all because of that, all because of alcohol and meat diet. A lot of hospitals are built. The more meat you eat, the more alcohol, the more hospitals.
I read an article, I'm not sure if it is here in England, but some hospital, they don't accept like smoking.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But they go out in the toilet and do it. Okay, that's good already. At least somebody else doesn't have to suffer for his own stupidity. Huh? Why do we have to suffer for somebody else's habit? An unnecessary craving. He shouldn't have started it. So if nobody started it, nobody will get a habit. You understand? Just a habit. Smoking, drinking, it's the same. And become addictive. Not just habit, but they put things to make people addicted. Like nicotine, more. And alcohol, more volume. And alcohol does make you addicted. Everybody knows that. Why you have to be dependent on something like that? Something that is not even good for you. I'm telling you. That's the problem with the world, because we should have more good leaders. Yeah, more good world leaders. Yeah. But if some people like vegetarian, good like that, and meditate and all that, and they will ban them from politics because spiritual and political don't mix. You cannot, and if you go out and want to be something, you want to change the world and be politics, the whole other majority of the non-spiritual, non-vegetarians would just swallow you up. There was one man who wanted to be a president. He was vegetarian in America. He got nowhere. One of the candidates was vegetarian. Got nowhere. Like that. I don't know. People prefer war instead. That's what. And war only breeds more wars. That's the thing. It's not only okay, you have war and then you kill it and then it's finished. Not just like that. Not always. Yeah. Maybe now, but later it breeds war again. That's why you have revenge all the time. And more war, more terrorists. And then more terrorists, more war. Just the devil's circle. You understand me? They cannot face you today to shoot you in the face. They shoot you tomorrow from your back. You know, or in a lonely corner somewhere, or when you're not prepared. Or revenge on innocent people just to hurt you. You know what I mean? They cannot shoot you in your face. They shoot somebody else, which has nothing to do with it. Just to hurt you. And sometimes the emotional pain is worse than death of the physical pain of the war. You understand me? Like if somebody doesn't kill you, but they kill your child just to make you suffer all your life. Feel guilty, feel bad, feel powerless. This is what they do. See that? It's nothing helpful, is it? Huh? Only peace, love, and kindness will help. War doesn't help anything. What's wrong with you, brother? You sleepy? Wanna go sleep? No. You? A bit? And go to dark corner and go sleep? Yeah. In the room there? I have a rest. If you want, if you want to sit there and sleep, it's also fine. It's about you, it's not about me. I'm not angry or anything. I'm not angry or anything. Just sorry if you're too tired. Go have a rest. Because here it's difficult to sleep with the brightness, yeah, and people laughing all the time, wakes you up from your dream. Yeah. Maybe it's not sleeping, it's just the energy, huh? Make you feel a little bit relaxed. Too relaxed. I'm relaxing. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Anything else we should talk about? Want to tell me something? Anything? No? Okay. Man, you are heroes. You don't know that. Yeah.
My sister living in Chicago.
Yes.
She's doing a small vegan lunch restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
She and my mom and dad live together. All disciples help each other.
Mm-hmm.
And they donate some money.
Mm-hmm.
Disciples
Mm-hmm.
get together, donate some money, help each other, and make a lunch box, vegan lunch box. And there's a small sticker, a master's picture, and some good sentence, why vegan lunch, something.
Yeah.
And we donate 5 times a month.
To whom?
To the homeless people.
Ah, okay.
And then once a month they go and serve the food themselves.
Uh-huh.
And in America, actually, lower income people, they really difficult to eat the fresh vegetable.
Uh-huh.
They usually eat meat and junk food.
Ah, funny.
And then so many people happy with the fresh vegetarian food.
Yeah.
And then the disciples also feel very happy. And they make regular work instead of meditate whole day, every day. They also meditate, but they go out and action, doing something for outside people.
Nice, so good.
So
that's cool. That's
maybe
cool. Yeah. The pamphlet must say also why vegan. State the facts, quick, short, simple. Yeah, it's okay too. We have so many plans, but everything comes slowly. Even dog people's house comes slowly. Some technical design, has to change or something like that. And we're trying to make a vegan booth in every airport we can. So you all can join if you want to do that. Yeah. Instead of in the market, you can do it in the airport. Simple vegan food, fries, simple noodle, fried rice or whatever, or soup. You can eat quick, simple. Yeah. Simple, quick vegan food. Yeah. I don't know how far they have gone already, but I told them long ago, when we start doing that. Because a lot of people go through airports. Even if they don't eat vegetarian, maybe they want to eat that day. And then they will think about it. Yeah. And I want that every vegan meal should have a leaflet. It's simple, not an expensive leaflet or anything. Just give it to them and say the reason why vegan. Yeah. Simple, quick, short. That's what you do. Yeah. Then people not only eat, but they realize what they're doing. Saving the planet. Being a hero.
I think an airport is a place where, regardless if you're a vegetarian or not, it's you will eat anything because you tend to be hungry there.
Yeah.
And they'll I think, find out otherwise that actually vegetarian is tasty, then
Yes.
then
And then they like
would,
it.
yeah, then they like it.
Yes.
And they would never.
Even vegan spring rolls are exotic and everybody loves them. And so easy, prepare all day and then just leave it there, fry quick or fry a little bit and over there fry the whole thing. Yeah, very easy. You can even deep freeze it and then take it out, fry quick, already half fried and then deep freeze and then fry. It's very simple. Or soup or anything tasty. Or fried noodle, things like that. It's because I discovered that many airports, because I traveled a lot before, I just realized that they really don't have any vegetarian in the airports. You have little choice, but it's not much, Okay, you have a pizza vegetarian, 1 out of 5. And that's all you have, spaghetti with tomato sauce. And sometimes it's not even true because they cook with animal people meat, and sometimes you can find a piece of meat in it. Shrimp or something. It makes you vomit sometimes. They say vegetarian, fine, but they cook and then they forget, and some piece of shrimp or chicken person drop into your salad, and sometimes I vomit on the spot. Just to smell it and to see it. I feel the suffering of the animal person. It's horrible. So we're doing that, huh? I don't know how far they have gone. I haven't checked up with him a long time. But they already gave me some recipes. I said, no, try again. These are not too good. And of course, you have to go through bureaucracy to get it, It might not be that quick. But we're doing it. We will. One by one. Whichever airport is available, we do it. And come to the next, maybe next and next and next. Yeah, keep trying. Airports are more international and more people, and they need it more. Because vegetarian people, at least they go through airports and have nothing much to eat. Yeah? We can make vegan, pack away, we can make ready to eat, or anything, but it has to have protein and vegetables in it. So it's like a complete meal in one. Every dish, even the soup must have already tofu or gluten in it, So if they eat it, they don't have to eat another thing because they're full already, but it's all just water, and there's no... Yeah, a lot of people, my God, even you yesterday or the day before, I looked, there was no protein in it. Just vegetables. My God. Yeah, nuts, okay. Not everybody likes nuts. We're not bird people. And maybe one day we find a good farm somewhere, then you stay together and cook good things. Plant vegetables. Are you right? You want to water? You did drink already? Yeah, you should have one, Sometimes it's dry, yeah? As me, I talk a lot. My saliva, I don't produce enough, so. Wow. Today, we talked about all the mundane stuff. Government and tax and... Yeah, they're all related together, Yeah, if you are a good spiritual person and really pure and really want to change the world and you want to go out there, like be a senator or maybe a president or something, I think very difficult. I say, ambitious, political and all that. And you really just want to help in a better way. Understand me? It's not that easy, is it, huh? In the old times, like the old times. For example, in China, the kings were spiritual persons, spiritual masters. Like King Yao Shun, they were masters. And they took care of the people, just like their own children. And the people at that time, they didn't even need to lock the door. They didn't pay taxes to the king. They didn't need to do anything for the king at all. That's the way it should be. Because nowadays, if we have some leader, then we have to pay taxes to keep them. It's fine. It's okay because they need to survive also. They need to live because they don't do anything else. So it's okay. Yeah. But they should have a more clear head, more concern for their own health and their own strength before they can lead other people. Huh?
One country like Saudi Arabia, I think it's a very good example because that country, the king, banned smoking and alcohol. I think also probably because the religion.
Yeah. The Muslim country.
Is so rich, it's like the richest country in the world.
Yeah.
And they don't have to pay taxes.
Yeah. Many Arabian countries are like that. I don't know much about Arabian countries, but in some Muslim country and Arabian country, I know that they not allow alcohol at all, and there cannot be anything worse. Cannot be bad at all. It's just that some Muslim people are extremists, fanatics, and they really make a bad name for the Muslim people. But it's only small percentage, The rest of the Muslim people, they are good. They help each other, Like I told you one time I went to Malaysia to lecture, and I saw the government build houses there for free for the people. Malaysia, the Muslim government. That's a good, very tolerant country. You could also go there and lecture, but you have to say no Muslims. Say only for non-Muslims. But some of them sneak in and listen also, of course. Of course. But what I mean is, at least they tell you, okay, you can go, but you don't preach to our people because they worry. Yeah, because their society is non-drinking, non-smoking, non-drugging. And maybe you come in and you preach something else and you're tolerant. Because many groups don't go there to teach good things. So they can't just trust anybody. They let you preach what you want, but to non-Muslim. And that's okay also. I understand that. They don't forbid you in Malaysia. And houses from the government, free for the poor people. And I heard that in Malaysia, if you borrow money and you can't return it, then okay, forget it. Yeah. They don't sue you. But don't go over there and do that. I'm blacking my name and our groups. You know already, huh? We don't take what doesn't belong to us. So in a way, we are very Muslim. And the Muslims should also feel good about us. We are good. No alcohol, no smoking, no drugs, and no stealing, just like the Muslim people. In Muslim country, if you steal and they catch you, they cut your hand off. No buts about it. That's why there's less crime. I don't say that there are no extremes. There's some extreme cases, like when a husband treats the wife not good, but that's everywhere. Every country has some bad apples somewhere, Just like some Muslim people, they do some terrorist attacks and make the whole Muslim world feel very bad. But there are millions and millions of Muslim people. It's only a small group that does that. But it's bad. So it's very difficult for people to understand the good that they're doing. And because the world is drinking and smoking, they don't think much of the good things of the Muslim people. Why they don't drink, they don't smoke, maybe they think even, it's so daft, But like that, they don't have accidents so much. They don't have car accidents. They don't kill each other because of drunkenness. They don't do silly things because of being drunk, But bad people, we have everywhere. Of course, it's not just in the Muslim world, eh?
They don't eat the pork.
They don't eat pork, but they eat other animals. People meat, yes.
But at least the fun one killing. Like American, they kill all animals, but the Muslim, at least they don't kill pig.
They don't kill pig people. Good luck for the pig people. The reason is that they live in an Arab country a long time ago. And the pig people are always, living in the dirt, and it doesn't look like a very clean animal person. And it easily breeds diseases. So the Prophet at that time told people don't eat pork. Yeah. The same with having many wives. In Prophet Muhammad's time, many young able men have to fight to defend the group. At that time, they would have been harassed, of course, like any master. Any new revival of the old teachings has been opposed since time immemorial. So, of course, they have to practice and defend. At the same time, they didn't go out and kill. But if people came, they had to defend. And in the defense, maybe they also kill somebody. By the way, it was self-defense, you understand? Yeah, it's not necessary that they wanted to kill people at that time. But in self-defense, sometimes it happened, yeah? So, and then they say that whoever dies, is killed because of protecting their religion, then they go to heaven. And that is, of course, like that. Yeah? But they did not intend to kill. The Quran never tells anyone to kill anybody anyway, For example, like that. And now some extremist people use that because of ignorance. They use that to go and kill and blast themselves and blast everybody else, kill everyone else that's nearby. You understand me? Because of misunderstanding of the Prophet's teaching. Yeah? Okay, that's one thing. And of course, all the young and able fathers have to defend. And in the act of defending and protecting their group, they died. They died. So the widows of your brothers were taken care of by the one still alive. So you take as many widows as you can support. And you have to give them equal things. That's the Muslim law. If you take 4 wives, You have to give all 4 wives the same things. I mean, similar things, not like one has more and the other have less. Only then can you take 4 wives. That was because at that time they had to defend themselves and had to hide away, had to run many times. Yeah? So many men died. And of course, as a surviving brother, you had to take in their widows and their children and take care of them just like your own wife. Not like you go sleep with them or anything. It wasn't like that. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
It might be possible with arrangement with each other, brother and sister, if you agree like that. Maybe in some rare cases it might happen. But it's not the case like that, because even the prophet himself, when he took a second wife, I heard, he had to ask permission from his wife even, and his wife was okay with that. It might not be even a sexual relationship. It might be, but then still have an agreement. So that's why the many wives began. And now the Muslims continue to have wives for no reason. Many wives. Not all Muslims do that, but some take advantage of this teaching just to enjoy. So it's not like the Muslim religion is bad, telling people to have many wives or to kill others so they can go to heaven. It's not that. It's a purely big time misunderstanding. Big time. You see it now?
Yeah.
You see what it's like when you don't have a living master to explain things to you. But at least in their society, they don't drink, they don't smoke, and they pray 5 times a day. And the way they pray is just similar to the Guanyin method. You know that if you watch it. And then they became so strong, just like you guys know. You're very strong, in faith. And you do it, nobody can change your faith now. But if after I die, many generations later, your children just watch you just do that and don't have any other essential, real spiritual power, then it becomes just a strongly knitted society. And no alcohol, no smoking, no drinking, praying 5 times a day, whatever that is, and calling yourself Jinhaist. I mean, they call themselves Jinhais, for example, yeah? And it will be that strong, because you brought up your children from now very strong in faith, understand me? And that your children will bring up other children very strong. But then after the master dies and the spiritual lineage is cut off, then it will remain just a good tradition. Well, luckily, we don't have to kill to survive. So that will be out of our whatever leftover doctrine later. Yeah? That's definitely a no. Okay, you understand me? Because we live in a more liberal society, somehow more protected. And still, it's a different harassment. Of course, I have to run around many times. I don't know how many houses I've been living in. I don't know from how many places I've been running since the last few years. Even in a cave, not safe. So it's just a different kind of thing. Yeah? Different, but less. Yeah? Less. Just psychological pressure. Yeah? I'm happy already that I'm still alive. Yeah?
Me too.
Well,
We're happy too.
at least I can run. Really? You're not old enough, strong enough, so I can go? Huh? Somebody say I can be free and go now. No? You don't want that? You don't want me to just drop out of this planet? Not yet?
No.
Not strong enough? No?
No.
Oh, you still have your children to be initiated and all the children. Yeah, it's okay. I can come or I can go. It doesn't matter. But since I'm here, I stay for a while, huh? What's the hurry, Can go anytime. Yeah, when the body stops functioning well, then maybe you got to go. Yeah, what else we talk about? Huh? What else is there? I feel I'm getting old so quick these days. Yeah, too much pressure in the last few years, because the planet evolved so quickly, so much karma to take care of. Not outside, you don't see much, Of course, it affects outside a little bit. More wrinkles than before. But inside it's more, yeah. It doesn't matter, it's okay. My God. My God. It's not easy to escape. from the internal pressure. Now, okay. Why do we talk about this? Huh?
Change the world.
Change the world? Yeah. Yes. Actually, if the people in the world are wiser, yeah, and more sensible, they should pick the world leader with more spiritual awareness, yeah, and more clarity of mind, yeah. And you can only do that by disciplining yourself, like an old ancient wisdom that says you have to first cultivate yourself. That means you really have to discipline yourself and meditate and have wisdom and all that. Yeah? And without wisdom, how do you rule the world? How do you help anybody? Can't even help yourself. You don't even know where you're going when you die. You don't even know what to do in some situations. Then how do you lead anybody or help anyone? Understand me? Let alone the whole nation. Okay, so you have to first cultivate yourself, means make yourself wise. By what? Meditation, discipline, right? And you can only do that when you're clear and your body's well. If you're not well, how do you think well? And alcohol makes you worse. Alcohol doesn't make you well. Alcohol and cigarettes make you sick. Everybody knows that. Why are you going to damage yourself when you want to lead the nation? Understand me? So you have to be disciplined, of course, and meditate. To calm yourself down, to find the wisdom that is inside you. So cultivate yourself. That's it. And then you can take care of your family. Of course, your children need you. A little kid like that, look at you drinking, smoking all day. How are you going to take care of your family and tell them what to do? Huh? When you don't do it. And then even fool around or something. Bad example for kids, you know? Okay, so first, discipline yourself. With wisdom and virtue. And then you can take care of the family. That's natural, no? Don't you think so? Yes. So the old ancient wisdom doesn't even forbid you to have a family. Yeah? But cultivate yourself, and then you can take care of the family. Further on, then you can lead the nation. They don't even say lead the nation, they say pacify the world. See? How big that can be, you know? They don't even limit it to a nation. Pacify the world. That is the great power of a cultivated person, you know, spiritually. A wise person. See? So if the world is really wise and woken up, they would have chosen their leader more carefully. But the problem is there are not too many leaders to choose from. So they choose whatever looks like in the movies, you know. Tough guy. Talk big, you know. Act like has no fear. Act, you know, a little aggressive would be better. Action, you know. That's a problem. But a spiritual person, if he steps out and wants to lead the world or help the world, then they will label him, oh, an ambitious guy. He's not a real spiritual person. You know, he's a fake. And then he immediately drowns. Or even worse, go in prison, you know, with a bad label and like a name and anything, you know. If the government is powerful enough, they can frame you. Yeah? All your good intentions go to nothing. I've seen some examples. I want to mention who and where. But I can see many innocent people, you know. Once you want to step in the political arena, oh God. Before you even open your mouth, say, I want, you know, already shut up. It's so difficult, yeah? Understand? Because they want to keep the power, you know. The people who are not really that great want to keep the great power and don't let other people have a chance. Because our world is still not yet clean enough and not wise enough, okay? And the spiritual people, although very pure and strong and innocent, still have to work under pressure in this world. I know that. Oh, my own example. You understand? They will pick any little thing and label you. make you look like a criminal. Oh yeah, they could really make you look like a criminal. Who is there to talk? Some innocent people get framed and have all kinds of sentences. The justice system is not always working well. It depends on whom you're dealing with, which police are you with, or which church are you with. Yeah, you know it yourself. The newspapers often broadcast, oh, which man is innocent after 25 years, after 60 years. He comes out, thank you very much for freeing me. Thanks for clearing my name. Can I have him please now? Yeah? It's not impossible, yeah? Because of the system. It's not like a lot, but it happens. It's happened so many times in different countries. But some innocent people get a clear name. Some people are declared innocent in the grave. And they only know after. Sometimes they know after, they don't even clear his name. Sometimes they already know he's innocent. He still continues to stay in prison until later, many long years after. I don't know why. Nobody knows why. And it just happens. Understand that? Yeah. So, I don't know. The only protection is God power. Yeah? Only if you can protect yourself in this world to keep it, Because since time immemorial, already, Jesus, Buddha, even Buddha had assassination attempts, a couple of times that they know of. Other times, maybe they don't even know. You know what I mean? So Jesus, yeah, crucified. Many other masters will flayed alive or killed, yeah, or harassed, cornered, persecuted. All kinds of things happened. And all they did was just good things to the world. You see? That's it. That's the only crime they did. And all kinds of negative things will heap on them. Frame, corner, want to kill them, anything. Jesus, before he became famous, he's already been, chased after to be killed. Just because somebody prophesied that a small child is going to rule your kingdom. He didn't mean physically. He didn't mean he would become a king or anything, but they're afraid. The people who were in power, they're afraid to let go. So they went and searched for other children and killed him. Searched for Jesus and wanted to kill him even when he was still a baby. Can you imagine how dangerous it was? Nowadays, it's a little better, right? It's better, but we still feel pressure, yeah? A lot of pressure, yeah, everywhere. Maybe not for you, but for me, yeah? And the extremists, don't help either, But thank God, it's getting clearer and better, and you can sit here and meditate all day, weekend, and until now, In other countries, in some less free countries, we can't do this. We can't sit here, so many people so late like this and talk. Yeah? There would be already police all over and you'd be gone or running for your life a long time already. Yeah? So you see, nowadays, even in this century, there's more freedom, but not in all the world. You see? So we have still a lot of work to do. For example, in some countries, we could not even put our contact person's names out. In some communist countries, we have many of them. We just can't put it out. You understand me? Can't print it out. And even then, in some part of that country, they still go around searching for us and put people in jail and all that. Sometimes for some days, sometimes weeks, sometimes months, sometimes years even. For doing nothing wrong. And sometimes bring them to jail and force them to eat animal people, meat and all that. I don't know what's good with that to do with the government. Huh? Has nothing to do with the government, right? Well, why is that they have to force them to eat animal people, meat? So if you eat meat, I let you out. So some of the disciples just sit there, don't eat. And then in a few weeks, the government set up or let them out. It happened, It still happens. For doing nothing wrong. to the society, you know? I don't understand it. Even any least intelligent country, least intelligent government would know that we are harmless, right? Yes. Our precept is not to harm anybody to begin with. So how can we do anything wrong anywhere? And we eat vegan. How wrong can that be? Huh? And we don't harm anybody. We don't steal. We don't tell lies. How bad can it be to any society or for any government? Just tell me. Huh? The least intelligent government would understand that we're harmless. You know what I mean? So what's the point here? I don't know. Sure. Tell me, huh? Even any least intelligent country, least intelligent government would know that we are harmless, right? Yes. Our precept is not to harm anybody to begin with. So how can we do anything wrong anywhere? And we eat vegan. How wrong can that be? Huh? And we don't harm anybody. We don't steal. We don't tell lies. How bad can it be to any society or for any government? Just tell me. Huh? The least intelligent government would understand that we're harmless. So what's the point here? I don't know. Sure. Tell me, huh?
Just because we're different. Or maybe we are too good to be true.
Too good to be true. We're different. Fine. Yeah, we're different. But it's very easy to find out what we're doing and if we are good or not. It's easy. Even the least intelligent people can understand that. Yeah? Just look at the books. Yeah? Watch the DVDs. Confiscate them even. Just take it in and go and have a look at what we have done. Nothing. Yeah? We don't even do anything against the government. We don't have arms. Yeah? We don't arm ourselves with anything. So I don't understand how can it be a threat to any government. Any even. Yeah? I don't understand that. I suppose any good government would like to keep his subjects healthy, happy, intelligent, no? And that's the aim of any leader of the government, no? So if anybody helps the government to do that, then they should be the friends of the government, right? And we are friends of the government because we keep the society sober, clean, morally high, yeah? By making example and spreading this example or keep giving people teachings to do just that. It doesn't. The government always say, any government say, oh, we want to keep our people safe. We want to keep our people in peace. We want to keep our people clean, happy, and crime-free. No? We are doing just that to help the government. So I don't understand any government who would stamp us out and try to pressure us or hunt around or make trouble or jail our people. That I don't understand. Do you? The government should give us an award, you know? Any government. Oh, you're doing good. You're helping us. Free of charge even. They don't even have to pay us. Yeah? You know, any government has to pay their police, the army to suppress crime, suppress the criminals, protect the people. We are doing just that without getting paid, without clashing with the police, without harming anyone, without having any weapons to harm anyone to begin with. So how can we be bad? How can any government, you know, not recognize this and harass us? So we are still backward. Of course, but God doesn't hold a grudge against anyone. So He's still helping everybody to go up, up, up. Yeah? But there's still some, you know, beings who are still not elevated. And some of them sit in the government leadership. That's the problem. Not the whole government is bad, just some bad is good enough, you know. Some influentially position people are bad, and that's sometimes enough to cause trouble, you know, and set back the evolution, you know. I mean, to slow it down. Otherwise, imagine if everybody just does what we do. vegan, no alcohol, no drugs, no cigarettes. We'll be so clean, more healthy, save a lot of money, and everybody would be happy. We'll have a good house, good car, good health, good family, good example for the children in the school. Nothing happens anymore. Yeah, less. Because let's face it, sometimes the children are not taught well at home. So they go into school, they become a bully. Because they have bad example at home. Maybe father is drunk every day and beats up the family. So he learned from that, or he's frustrated. Yeah? Because maybe father is drunk and then dies or kills somebody, goes in jail, and then he's alone with mother only and frustrated. So he has to defend himself, grow up aggressive, because that's the only way he knows how to rule and become a bully. Because the family doesn't make a good example. He came from a broken family. What do you want him to do? Nobody teaches him. Father is in jail, or father's die, or father is mem over there, vegetable for life. Or sometimes drinks and go home, beat the family up, or die because of alcohol. Then the kid doesn't know what to do. So he grows defensive, and it works. Because some weak kids are scared, and then that's how he grows into aggressiveness and becomes a bully. See? So if we take away alcohol and all that meat and cigarettes, then family will be much better already. And school will be a better place. So it affects everything. The effect of a clean life is really big. It's not just for one person or one family. It affects the whole society. So I think the world should do this. Yeah? If they just do like us, follow our example. Don't even need to study meditation with me or become all saints. I don't need to teach them. They don't need to come see me. All they do is just live a clean life. Yeah? And pray to God even. But their virtues, their good life, will affect the whole world, and the whole world will be a paradise already. No need for me. No need for me. Why doesn't the world see this? Why don't more leaders of nations reinforce this kind of clean living? Yeah? Happy, peaceful heaven for everyone. Yeah? If they really want to take care of their family, that's the way. At least reinforce it. Make an example. Because that's what you have a power for. You can change the world. You're a leader of a nation, you can change your nation. At least, why don't they do this? I don't know. Step by step, easy, Cigarettes already have a warning or ban smoking. Just more and more. It's no problem. It just ban it all together. Why not? Just make it clean. But the thing is, they cannot stop it themselves. So how do they stop somebody else? I think maybe the government doesn't want to do it because they themselves want to keep it. I think that's the only reason, right? Yeah. Man, now we got into the root of the problem. Then I talk all this for nothing. Huh? Jesus Christ. Whom am I talking to? Well, at least we can hope and dream about a clean society, no? The things that the government of the world should do, huh? Then maybe they will do it. Yeah? It's already inching, right? Cigarette ban is already a very good effort. My God, it takes how long? Yeah, so we cool, eh? We cool. Next, we will ban alcohol in public. It's useless, huh? You ban in public, do it at home. What's the use? I don't know why they give up on banning alcohol to begin with. In the beginning, only small breweries, private, quiet, and discreet. Under pressure, they don't do much, Instead, they put pressure on us, good people like us, watching us like hawks, making trouble and bureaucracy and all that. Why don't they put pressure on the bad guys, the one who harm society? That's the thing. Why use energy in the wrong direction? All this power, rules, and laws should be reinforced for the things that are harmful to people. Yeah? Instead of the people who do good things. Man, my God. Okay. We shall be patient. God. When come to think about it, who is leading the nation, you get a little scared. What if he's drunk and he pushes the wrong button and the atom bomb goes off? How difficult for them to be? You know what I mean? How difficult can that be? If we have so many weapons laying around and they keep producing more and more every day. Like average 1 in every 12 person has a gun on the planet, you know? And sometimes they don't want to have war and then they go and talk to provoke war and to sell things. Who knows, you know, sell weapons. God, Jesus, how do people live with the conscience like that? And then if one nation has weapons, the other nation must have it. For defense, you know, in case. But how many countries can keep discipline like the Switzerland people? You see what I mean? They really educate their people and they keep it that way. They stay neutral. But how many countries can be that strong to have weapons and not to use them? How many countries can be that disciplined to have weapons just to scare away the aggressor? You know, just like how many dog people bark and don't go bite. Some dog people, they just bark so that you don't go near, but they don't bite you. It's like you have weapons, but you have enough discipline, enough education, enough morals to keep it, you know, then okay, keep it just for self-defense in case, so that people don't come and invade your country, but don't use it. You know what I mean? It's very difficult, isn't it? Because there are always some nations who might want to try. That's the trouble. Yeah. I'm really impressed with Switzerland. Yeah, at least they're doing that, huh? Doing that. But I still think the root of the problem is drinking. Smoking, drugs. Yeah. From there, everything is bad. Because once you lose your mind, you can do anything. You know the story of the Buddha, in the Buddha's time. Somebody says, okay, you keep all the precepts, you know. Don't kill, don't steal, don't commit adultery, don't tell lies, and don't drink. And the man said, I can keep all the 4, but don't drink and I can't. And then he drinks and he kills. And tell lies, all kind of things happen because he drinks and is drunk. He was drunk and anybody in his way, he just killed him. Stop him, you know, and he just killed him. Because he lost control already. He didn't know what he was doing anymore. You see what I mean? Oh dear. Okay, we stop it. Too much. Too much so. I just hope in the future the government will do that, you know. At least, first to begin with, you know, write a warning on the alcohol. And write it in every alcohol shop. And write on all the meat or fish or things like that. Just say, some being has just been murdered for you. At least to tell them the truth like that. Tell people so they have a choice, you know what I mean? Because people don't know about it. They know that they eat meat, but they keep eating it every day, they don't even think. But if you make them know that this is a choice they make, then they might think. Maybe not enforcing like you have to be vegan, but give people the knowledge. Just say, I don't force you to eat vegan, right? But I give you the knowledge of why you should be vegan. There's an alternative and you still stay alive, you don't have to kill. Then you choose, you see? Because you know it's a wise choice, but you have the knowledge to choose it. The masses out there, nobody teaches him anything. And advertise the good meat that makes you strong and all that kind of stuff. It's all lies. Okay, stop. Thank you. Okay, we meditate, huh?